You look pissed, Ben. Believe me, you got every right to be. But hey, will you just let me explain? This is television, that's all it is. It's nothing to do with people, it's to do with the ratings. For 50 years, we've told them what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. For Christ's sake, Ben, don't you understand? Americans love television. They wean their kids on it. Listen, they love game shows, they love wrestling, they love sports, violence. So what do? We give them what they want. We're number one, Ben. That's all that counts. Believe me, I've been in the business 30 years.
Well, I haven't been in show business as long as you have, Killian. But I'm a quick learner. So I'm going to give the audience what I think they want.
You bastard. Drop dead.
I don't do requests.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
This causes it. This causes it. This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
You are listening to the High Tech Low Life Podcast, a cyberpunk media retrospective. High Tech Low Life contains language and themes not suitable for all audiences, as well as spoilers for the content being covered. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, everybody, to the High Tech Low Life Podcast with your hosts, Eric and Josh. I'm Eric.
Josh.
This week, it is The Running Man, not the new Running Man that might be first in your brain. We're not doing that yet. It's the old Running Man. And for some reason, I think because it was mentioned in a Discord post a long time ago, I've had one guest associated with this movie since that time, and so we had her on. It's Kristen from the Astronomica Podcast.
Hey there. I just have one thing to say in my intro, and that is, who loves you and who do you love? And if you don't get that, then why are you even listening to this episode on The Running Man?
I think we can just go ahead and say, like, just state for the record, that Kristen is our televised murder game correspondent.
Oh, shit.
Going forward.
Yes, I was gonna say that myself, but I'm glad that you recognize it already.
Yeah,
official televised murder game correspondent, Kristen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's quite a title.
Yeah, I mean, you might know this movie as The Running Man. The Running Man classic. I was trying to come up with a pun of it being the Hunger Games.
I think that's a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a dude version of the Hunger Games, but it came out obviously considerably before either the book or the movies.
Yeah, I mean, the movies or the Hunger Games have to be at least a little bit like there's got to be a little bit inspiration there.
Oh yeah, I mean, and
there's so much.
It's not like this. It's not like this or even the novel it was based on are wholly original ideas. I mean,
Oh, true. Yeah.
There have been a couple of different historic films. There's a French one, I can't remember the title, that's sort of the same setup.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is a classic, like, bread and circuses kind of vibe, right? With the whole idea being like, let's reveal that the bread and circuses are trying to distract from all of the dystopian elements happening in people's lives. I mean, that story is evergreen. And we're
unfortunately
at a time when it's even more, I guess, apropos.
These times it kind of feels like they're just doing away with the bread and the circuses. They're
at least
the bread.
They're definitely
the
doing
bread,
away
yeah.
with the bread. The circus is like the thing is they're not going for the broad-based circus, like, where you want to entertain everybody.
Yeah.
They're really hyper-focusing the circus aspect to largely Twitter users, I feel like, and the elderly on Facebook.
People who know things in either people who are like deep internet denizens who have largely been poisoned by that. And then on the other end of the scale, but not including the middle of that scale, people who only hear about current events in passing when they're in their church group.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a deep internet denizen.
Well, I mean, there's exceptions to every rule. Like, I feel like I know a lot of internet stuff. But it does seem like a lot of people don't react the way we have.
Well, a lot of people pass when you're a deep internet denizen, you have to like go through a gauntlet that you either come out the other side a better person or absolute scum.
Yeah. I think that's
and they're aiming at the absolute scum market.
Yes. The absolute scum market is growing. It's a good demo.
And I think a lot of the sort of circuses aspect of what we're seeing right now in our own lived dystopia is like, it's like all of the memification of ICE's activities, right? And they are trying to do this like, we don't care. We know this is terrible and we're going to lean in and we're going to use a Sabrina Carpenter song. And if she yells at us for using it, then we're just going to do more stuff with her music. And like that kind of thing. I don't know. I just rewatched this movie like literally this morning. And there was a lot of it that I was like, oh no, this is the same kind of thing that we're seeing in these government social media posts, where they're doing like the ASMR of people in chains and shit.
Yeah. I really thought when our fascist dystopia came that it would be a little more subtle, and that was a huge mistake on my part.
Yeah, it's dumb. Like fascism is inherently a dumb thing.
It's like they can't come up with their own, so they have to rip off the great satirists of history
exactly
because they can't have their own ideas. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Which everybody talks about the Torment Nexus. Should we stop writing about the Torment Nexus at all because it's just giving them ideas?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question in sci-fi.
Yeah.
I mean, it's every year, and I know I've said this on the show before and in a lot of other contexts, but just like every year I question more and more, like, should satire and being clever and metaphor exist at this point? Like, because on the one hand,
like a license to read it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, on the one hand, I don't like the real heavy-handed shit. On the other hand, people will happily just take the opposite message from anything anybody does.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't be deprived of enjoyable, interesting things because some people are going to use it for ill. Like, look, Tide Pods are fucking useful. And just because
delicious.
like 2 people decided to put them in their mouths doesn't mean the rest of us shouldn't get them.
Anybody got any microplastics back there?
I know, right? They're also you don't need Tide Pods. There are plenty fine ways to clean your dishes that aren't.
You can just
like
squirt the powder, the liquid straight into your mouth. You don't need the microplastics.
That's true. Do it like we did back in the day. Just wash powder straight to mouth. I don't know. I never had wash powder. I'm not that old.
I was thinking of One Battle After Another. When we came out of that movie, I liked it. I watched it with my wife, and she thought it was too heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Which I understand it is, but then I'm also like, doesn't it have to be these days? Like,
yes. Well, that was one of the critiques of the recent of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein movie. Is that like spoiler alert?
I just saw
Dr. Frankenstein is the monster.
Yeah, no shit. It sucks to tell people that.
But like, there's a character who literally like tells Victor, "You're the monster," and a lot of people have critiqued it as like, oh, so now it's the Netflix generation. You have to literally tell people these things. And it's like, kind of, I mean.
Yeah, especially when the monster is as hot as he is. Like, if somebody looks cool, you got to remind them that this isn't cool, and you have to be blunt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real, okay? Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, if you're going off of hotness being who's the monster, you're never going to pick which one's the monster.
Exactly.
It's just Hot Boys. It's just Hot Boys all the way down.
Gizmo del Toro, our nation's premier monster fucker.
I know, and I love him so much. I love that, like, his favorite story is clearly Beauty and the Beast, and he will turn anything into a Beauty and the Beast story, like a lover of romantasy. I don't know. I'm here for it. I dig it. I'm cool with his take on Frankenstein.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my recommendos, actually. I just watched that recently and quite liked that movie.
It's very pretty.
It did run a little long, I feel like, but...
Yeah, it's a little long. But I don't know. I had a good time. I went and saw every
movie. Yeah, that's every movie these days, though, in terms of long.
Yeah.
Like, I have seen very few movies in the past, 5 years where I walked out and didn't think, could have lost 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm the other way. I'm like, everything I come out of, I'm like, that could have been a 6 to 8 episode mini series, limited series, whatever we call them now.
That's part of the problem. Mostly everything that is a mini series, I go, that could have been a movie. Or a movie, I go, well, that should have been 20 minutes shorter or 5 hours longer. People don't pick the right length for things.
I'm into that, though. I think, and so, I'm going to smoothly bring it back to Running Man. That was another thing that I think its runtime is exactly as long as it should be.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're actually dead on with that.
It's in and out. I mean, it does. Yeah. It does exactly what it wants to do, and yeah. Okay.
Well, I feel like movies used to care more about hitting that tight runtime. And
yeah, it's weird, and there's a lot of industry think behind why things are so long right now, which is part of it is audiences want to get value for their dollars, so they're paying the same price for a 90-minute movie as they would be for a 3-hour movie. So theoretically, audiences are like, well, the 3-hour movie is more value for buck.
That's definitely corporate capitalist coded. Yeah. Like, nobody's going to a movie wanting to get their best dollar to time ratio. They want a good movie.
But on the other hand, theaters and to some extent the studios want shorter movies because that means they can put more showings on.
Exactly.
In a day.
More butts and seats.
It's a real dumb. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, if they wanted to really make a lot of money, then they should follow the Walmart model, and instead of consistently and continuously raising the prices on something that used to be a big moneymaker in economic downturns, instead of raising the price, they would lower the ticket price. More people would go see movies, and they would make more money.
But
you would think,
yeah, they can't lower a price.
I know, that's like so many things. I'm like, if you guys, the things that I buy once a month, I was like, if this was just a little bit cheaper, I'd buy this 3 times a month, and they would make more money. But they never lower the price.
Yeah. No, prices can't go down. It's and impossible. In fact, deflation is bad, you guys, and it's an indication of a downturn in the economy, and we should be happy prices are going up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Right.
I'm so excited about it.
And you know what? We should never support wages going up, because if we did that, then that would cause inflation, which is bad, and all the prices would go up.
Yeah, that's definitely, we don't want to have more money to spend on the use. All I know is that when I'm checking out with my grocery and I look at that bill and that icy grip grasps my heart, that's what I live for.
Yeah, that, like, what's it going to be today? Oh, shit. I forgot that last week when I bought Coke, it was on sale. So now I'm going to be surprised by the nightmare of my bill.
Or like,
Yeah, right.
oh shit, this week I had to buy a bunch of like kitchen rolls and toilet paper and the high end items. This is going to be a bad week.
I fucking,
Yes.
God.
Yeah, those weeks where you can't get regular groceries because you have to stock up on all of your things that you buy like once a month or once every couple of months.
Yes.
And they all
Yeah.
hit at the same time. And it's like, well, I guess we're going to live off what's in the fridge this week.
Because we had to get hand soap and aluminum foil. God damn
Yeah,
it.
Right?
there were like, I don't know, last winter and spring, there were like 5 fucking weeks in a row where I had that, all for different shit, where it was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm out of toilet paper, gotta buy toilet paper. Oh, turns out, this light bulb burned out too, so I gotta buy those. And it was just all those things that you only buy, once every 2 or 3 months, because I buy, giant fucking industrial things
Yeah.
to save money. But like over the course of like a month, all of that shit happened for me. So I was like, well, I guess I don't have to buy any of this shit for like 3 or 4 months, but I literally have zero money. So
Now I'm
Yep.
eating salt. and
yeah, all right. I'm glad I bought that large bag of rice 2 months ago.
Right?
I hit
Man,
on
we just
something that's a real pet peeve of mine, and that's the light bulbs. I get so mad about light bulbs.
Yeah.
we have
because they
lights
used
in
to
our
be-
house that we can't change the light bulbs out. So when
Yeah.
they go out, we're just going to be like, have
Yeah.
to take the whole fixture down.
That's what most fixtures are these days.
Yeah.
They want you to replace the whole fixture. Light bulbs
Ugh.
used to be dirt cheap when they were incandescent. And
Mhm.
incandescent bulbs are slightly worse for the environment if you like consider the fact that LEDs should basically be able to run indefinitely, but they're not. They're built to fail so that you have to buy new LEDs. So what are we doing here? We're using more expensive light bulbs and creating more waste for a worse type of light that costs more. It's infuriating. I hate it so much.
That's capitalism, baby.
It's true.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, actually, on that one, yeah. On that one, you can thank him.
That is literally Obama.
Yeah.
That and
I
getting rid of my
mean-
flavored cigarettes. God damn it.
Wait, flavored cigarette like menthols?
No, he got rid of like,
Cloves?
There
yeah.
What other flavors were there?
there were other non menthol flavored cigarettes once upon a time.
There were the
Okay.
first thing I ever smoked back when I smoked cigarettes was a little thing called Beaties, and they had all kinds of like strawberry, lemon, lime. They had all kinds of flavors, and they are absolutely marketed towards children.
Yeah.
But they were
Damn.
tasty little cigarettes.
Well, okay, so I know that has been a big thing with the whole vape market, right? Which,
Mhm.
by the way, listeners, don't vape if you can help it. If
Try
you
to
think
avoid it,
smoking
yeah.
is bad, just put vaping in the same category and either choose that this is a vice that's going to harm you and choose it knowingly, or like just don't do it. There's lead in that shit and other things.
But that lead tastes so delicious.
Well, that is the problem. Lead is sweet.
It is. Yeah. That's why I ate so much of it as a child. All right, let's press on. And I think that's enough dystopia talk.
Yeah.
All right, fair. Yeah.
We can move on.
Yeah, let's talk about the dystopian movie.
Hey, before we get into the actual movie proper, I do have a recommendo. It is Wake Up Dead Man, the new Benoit Blanc film
Yes.
on Netflix now.
Okay.
100% agree.
It is
It's a good one.
absolutely fucking worth a watch.
Yes. And I think it's the best one. I don't want to give too much away because you haven't seen it yet.
I don't
But
know
I
if I'd
think
go
it's the best
best, but I think it is easily in the running. Like,
There's only
you
3,
know,
right?
Yeah, there's only 3. I mean, it's a good series. This isn't like
Yeah.
they finally did a good one.
Right.
The best of a really good bunch,
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, well, we'll figure it out off the air because we have got to talk about a different Stephen King-ish property, The Running Man, which this is a Stephen King story, right? Originally?
Yes, it is.
yeah,
He did not
Richard
put his
Bachman.
name on it. It was under his pseudonym. yeah.
Right. Because I saw Richard Bachman and I couldn't remember. I'm not a Stephen King person. I don't give a shit about him. But I seem
I'm
to
kinda
recall
same.
Richard Bachman being his pen name.
Yeah,
The
he
funny
was.
thing is, he put his name on the new movie. He did not put his name on this one. And like, I know eventually I will happily come back on to talk about the new movie, so I'm going to try and rein myself in from making too many comparisons. But,
well, I kind of thought we might do
this one's better.
We might do it soon, like in January. I've got a trip coming up, but doing it close to this one, so this one's fresh in mind. If you want to,
I'm into it. I came out of the theater with so many things to say about that one, and then I just watched this one, and I kept like pausing it and going and talking to Wesley, to my husband, and being like, "Oh my gosh!" And another thing that this one got right that the new one didn't quite land.
It is. I watched this one, the 1987 film, on like Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Then Thursday night, the 2025 one, popped up on streaming, quote marks. So I watched that night, and then yesterday I did my watch for notes of this one, and boy, the contrast between these two films, and like, it's a really interesting look at how 40 years in Hollywood just changes what audiences want, or what studios think audiences want. It is such an interesting contrast.
Well, I'd like to cover that one soon because I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I will say also how hard Hollywood is, or, studios are willing to go on an anti-authoritarian message.
Yeah.
So do they not do that in the new one? Is that what I'm getting?
It's a bit muddy. I think this one does a much better job of hammering home like who is good and who is bad and what the solution to that is.
Yeah. It's also you'll when you watch it, you'll get to see, and I know that you're going to love this, Eric, Josh Brolin's veneers.
Oh God, yes.
I love a good set of veneers.
I think he had them applied for the film specifically because they look insane.
They do.
Awesome.
They do. But this is the 1987 one.
Yeah, there ain't no veneers in this one.
Oh,
Hell, no.
These people look like human beings, and I love it.
Oh, yeah. Totally
people
normal
like
human beings.
They look like
Arnold
human beings. Well, I was going to say, they look like human beings, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger walks among them, and just every single scene that he's in, which, I mean, he's Ben Richards. He's the main character of the movie. He's in almost every scene. It's just like normal human, giant man, normal human.
It is truly wild. I realized on my notes watch, like, Fireball, who appears late in the film, is played by Jim Brown, who was one of the greatest football players of all time, apparently. Not a football guy, whatever. But he was also appeared in a bunch of movies and stuff. He is not a small man. In this movie, he looks incredibly small.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and Jesse Ventura is in this too.
Yeah, he's a big guy too.
Yeah.
This is another governor's movie. This is another all the future governors are in this.
This movie is chock full of just monstrous, gigantic humans.
Yes.
I have
and
to
also
wonder
the most monstrous, gigantic human.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wonder, while Jesse Ventura was filming this, if he was seeing the parallels with WWE, because I got so many Vince McMahon vibes. At least, once again, not a wrestling guy, but I've heard podcasts about Vince McMahon and how awful he was, and I was really feeling that in the what's his name, the main
Killian.
Yes, Killian. Well, Jesse Ventura, who I'm not going to go to bat for him being a great guy, like he's not. But at that time, when he was kind of moving out of wrestling as much and was trying to get a movie career the same way that Schwarzenegger was getting a movie career, he was also pushing for unionization of WWE.
Famously ruined by Hulk Hogan.
Yes, famously ruined by Hulk Hogan. So, like, I don't want to give Ventura a whole lot of credit, but yeah, he definitely, I'm sure that he was quite aware of those.
I'll give him more than I'll give a lot of people in his position. Like, he's a little conspiracy brained, but he's also
But who amongst us?
Who
at this
amongst
point?
us?
I mean, he
He's
has
not
kind
in
of
on the-
paled in comparison to modern weirdos.
He's back when conspiracy were fun. They're not anymore.
Yeah.
And he hasn't seemed to be sucked into any. Like he's not. I don't think he's anti-vax. He's not any of the. Weird
I
shit.
did a little bit of research the other day,
Okay.
and yeah, he seems. I mean, not a great person for any number of reasons, but yes, he is. I had just assumed, like, well, either he died or he went all in on a conspiracy grift, and he has not done so.
No, he's an interesting character in American history. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But
Let's
it was
get started
interesting
on-
seeing him again in this.
Yeah, with a great hairpiece.
Oh my
Great. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, so what's the plot of this movie?
Well, by 2017, the world economy has collapsed. Food, natural resources, and oil are in short supply. A police state divided into paramilitary zones rules with an iron hand. Television is controlled by the state, and a sadistic game show called The Running Man has become the most popular program in history. All art, music, and communications are censored. No dissent is tolerated, and yet a small resistance movement has managed to survive underground, where when high-tech gladiators are not enough to suppress the people's yearning for freedom, ellipsis, more direct methods become necessary.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And if you think, boy, that should probably be the plot of several movies, no, that's literally the opening paragraph of this film. They just decided to throw the fucking kitchen sink at it.
Yeah,
I love it. It's got a Star Wars vibe.
it really does actually.
It lays out a lot more than Star Wars, but yes.
But yeah, like we're arriving. Here's the deal. This is not a movie about building a universe and like setting up a hero who's going to do things later. This is not an origin story, okay?
Nope.
It is missing the phrase "like rats in the walls of the world." Though,
Like rats in the walls of the
Yeah,
world.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I love the pixelated title screen.
Yeah,
Like fucking beautiful Atari graphics.
The visual vibe of this entire movie is such a beautiful time capsule. Like the 80s idea of the future is amazing because so very frequently the 80s idea of like basic fashion future is just obviously we've arrived at the best fashion, so it's just going to be
like
more
this
of
forever.
this. Yeah.
That's so true. It's going to be leotards for the rest of time.
Yeah,
Yes,
clearly.
leotards, those like boxy shapes, right?
Super
the big
wide
hair.
ties.
Oh, love it.
I love how
Yeah.
they were like, they saw at some point a Diet Coke is going to cost $6 for a can.
Yes.
But they did not foresee bill changers.
Yeah, no. Well, they also like the records room at one point is like a whole room full of floppies.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, no,
I
it's
love
not
the
actually
retro
floppies.
features.
It's like these little drives that are like, I don't know, like an eighth of a floppy, but they're not like a thumb drive.
No,
they're just like, we're going to have floppies. They'll just be smaller.
yeah, exactly.
It's amazing.
Well, Josh, you want to get us rolling after the opening crawl?
So, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a totally normal human American man,
Yes.
is a helicopter pilot.
Mm-hmm. For the military.
For the paramilitary
Or the
zone,
police?
whatever.
Are they all the same
Yeah.
now?
It's the same. It doesn't matter.
The
Who cares?
cadre, I think they're called.
Yes, the cadre comes up a
Mhm.
lot, which I mean, I love that word. It's
Yeah.
they use it really weirdly in this film, though. I think
They
Stephen D'Souza, the writer, who was also responsible for many, many other like insane 1980s films, like Die Hard, 48 Hours, Commando, all that shit. He's a lunatic. Like
Damn.
in it,
He's a beast.
Yeah.
yeah, and like you can tell every bit of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he actually knows what cadre means, but
Look,
That's
it's a
not the
great
important
word to put in front of cola. It sounds like
yeah,
weird and
you can get
futury.
you get a
othery, for
line
sure.
at a certain point. A character is offered a line of cadre credit, whatever
Yep.
that could possibly mean. No one knows. Who cares? Anyway, he's flying this fucking helicopter full of cops in the back, and he is ordered
Whoa.
Wow, speaking of
He's
helicopters.
flying over you right now.
that was someone riding down my street with I don't know, some kind of a scooter or something zoomy.
Yeah. He is ordered, they're observing a food riot in Bakersfield, California, and he is ordered to fucking get down there and kill everybody, and he's like, no, I don't want to do it. It's a food riot. It's just women and children. And yeah, I thought
that was pretty good.
I thought, I can do Arnold at this stage.
There's a lot of
won't
classic
fire on
Arnoldisms in
innocent-
this movie.
Yeah.
I won't fire on innocent civilians. Nah,
Yeah.
it gets a little hildy.
It
Yeah.
does.
I mean, to be fair, the Hildy's voice on Astronomica is from the same part of the world.
That's true.
Yeah, so instead, he doesn't want to do this, so he gets beat up by the other people in the helicopter, and then they...
Turns out it's hard to arrest a guy flying the helicopter you're all in.
It's a weird move. Like, yeah,
I would have chilled until the helicopter landed and then maybe arrested him, but whatever.
Yeah, weird little sequence. Yeah. Anyway, they go ahead and do Slaughter and knock him out.
Yeah, and then blame him for it.
Yeah. So then we cut to 18 months later. So now we're in 2019, a mere 6 years ago.
Yes.
We're in the Wilshire.
Go ahead, sorry.
We're in the Wilshire detention zone. And Schwarzenegger is a prisoner. We established that, the prisoners all have these explosive collars, and there's this fence that makes the collars explode if you go through it. There are tons of cool sparks because
we love sparks
doing demolition.
I think they're doing construction. He is carrying around a steel beam.
Very large I-beam.
A giant steel I-beam.
And throws it
with a beard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rare Arnold beard.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? Should he do it more?
I like it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pro beard, so
I thought it was fine. I mean, I guess they felt they needed to indicate the time had passed, even though they wrote it on the screen.
Well, I think it's also a very clear contrast of he was a military police guy, right? So clearly someone who is aligned with the power and aligned with the power, like very clean shaven face, obviously classic Arnie face, but also classic military police face.
Remember back when cops couldn't have beards and tattoos?
Yeah.
Good old days.
Well, I mean, honestly, he is like Pete Hegseth's fucking wet dream for what a soldier's supposed to be. So,
except for the whole being anti-Nazi thing. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like visually. Hegseth is very much into the bullet of fascism that is aesthetics over anything else.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised he hasn't got Hugo Boss to design the new military uniforms yet.
Yeah.
For serious. But the beard very much encapsulates, and also I think the other ways that we see Arnold styled shows this like very clear difference between when he was with the military and aligned with the hegemonic power and when he is now underground.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Power of the beard.
Also, I'm not convinced it was actually his beard.
No, it 100%
very
it's fake, right? It's totally fake.
Very fake.
Yeah.
I did not watch this in 4K, but I am betting in 4K it looks like somebody with a marker drew it on.
I'm just saying the hair work on it, like the hairs are not all going the same direction in the way that a beard would mostly have. Like, it's not the best hair work I've ever seen in a movie.
Hey, look. This movie also had that Jesse Ventura fucking hairpiece, so this beard is not the worst work they're doing in this.
They're consistent, if nothing else.
Yeah, but it is kind of consistent with like the aesthetic vibe, which is, it's not good aesthetics, but like it is a definite aesthetic.
Yeah.
So we also see a bunch of credits during this sequence. Just names flashing up on screen, and they are all in the old-fashioned computer font, which I loved.
Very hacker font.
Yeah, just the classic, the old Apple I, The letters are weirdly bulgy at parts.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah.
So, we meet vaguely a couple of other prisoners. One guy's name is Wife. He is a skinny guy with glasses, which obviously makes him the hacker. And
Nerd.
the other one is a school history teacher
I say they're both nerds.
played by Yaphet Kotto. One of my favorite actors of all time.
He's great.
He is amazing. I love him in almost every single thing he's in.
Like Alien.
Alien, yes. He's incredible in Alien, bitching about getting a union.
Also, I know you love Homicide.
Yeah.
Never shut up about homicides. He's in that.
He is the man in Homicide. So he and Schwarzenegger stage a fight, and then it turns into a full-scale prison riot and breakout. That we got kind of a race against time aspect where the glasses guy is trying to deactivate the fence. And then to heighten everything, another random guy can't hold it, so he's got to go, and he runs and his head blows up. And we're like, oh shit, there are consequences.
It pops like a strawberry.
Yes.
It does. That was definitely a balloon filled with
Yes.
gobbled fake blood and just globby stuff.
It's
yeah.
It accomplishes the goal of showing what happens if these collars go off.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, I was going to mention, so this is an early indication that quote unquote hacking is going to be an important part of the story.
Mm-hmm. Which makes
And
it
it
very
is. I'm not being facetious.
Yeah. Also, I think the only thing stopping, once we perfect exploding collar technology, we're just screwed as a society, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've crossed a screwed as a society line in other ways.
You're
but
right.
yeah,
You're right.
no, that's a bad one.
It's definitely going to be an arrow in the quiver of the current regime once they can put collars on people that pop their heads.
I'm sure we're working on it. But also, I think that this opening sequence shows us another thing, which is what the dynamic of our characters are going to be throughout the movie, where Schwarzenegger is a meathead, and these guys are the smart guys, and he's not fully aligned with their whole deal. But the moment you need someone to be on the team and be a team player, he's there.
I don't care about politics. I care about survival.
Exactly.
Classic Han Solo situation.
Yes.
Is this movie just Star Wars?
Okay, that's a good question. We'll evaluate that question, I think, at the end. That's a good question.
It's less not Star Wars than you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they head to the slums, and we see a Running Man commercial on a giant billboard, which is going to come back at the end of the movie. Who gives a shit? And then we meet Dweezil Zappa wearing a red beret.
Oh, that's who Dweezil Zappa. I knew he was in it, and I was looking for him, but I didn't really know what he looked like and didn't really care. And he's the young kid.
Yeah,
He's
and
the kid.
then
Yeah,
we
he's
meet
the kid.
Mick fucking Fleetwood.
Yup. Who's basically
with-
a wizard. He just shows up and he's just like, I'm a wizard.
He's a wizard.
And it is maybe the most accurate version of old man makeup I have ever seen. Because, if they were, they shot this in 1986 or 7.
So he's only 40.
Yeah.
And this Mick Fleetwood in this movie, they aged him up, and he looks exactly like Mick Fleetwood did in about 2017. It is weird.
They spent
looking at a picture
all
of
of their makeup budget on his makeup. The bad beard, the bad hairpiece later. That's because they did such a great job with this
they
makeup.
had a crystal ball or something to know exactly what he was going to look like. It's truly fucking wild.
So this is the resistance. This is the rebellion hinted at in the credit scroll.
Yeah. And Mick Fleetwood is also just playing himself.
Yeah, led by a cocaine wizard.
Yes.
Yes.
He mentions that when Arnold's about to get his collar unlocked, he's like, "You're a cop. You're one of the ones that kidnapped my friends and burned all my songs." So he is just playing Mick Fleetwood in 2017, which is
is he playing himself?
Yeah, he's Tom Petty in The Postman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing, honestly, now that I think about it. Jesus.
It's really great. Well, that's another thing about this movie is that, like, casting for this movie, because as we mentioned a while ago, like, this is a pretty tight movie in terms of storytelling and plot, right? There's not a lot of extra stuff. Most of the time, if you see something, if they tell you something, that's going to be something that gets picked up later, or it's an important tentpole of the genre, like all of the one-liners after a big action sequence, right?
Yeah.
But casting in this is done very intentionally to tell you exactly who everybody you recognize is the moment you see them on screen.
Yeah.
Because, like, Killian is played by what?
Richard fucking Dawson.
Yeah,
Richard Dawson, who is a huge game show personality in the, like, 60s and 70s?
And 80s.
And 80s.
Yeah, Family Feud ran into the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, he's basically playing himself as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, he really is. And also people who worked with Richard Dawson for years said that this character in this movie is exactly what Richard Dawson was actually like, just a real fucking dick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just kind of built this character around him. He's basically the same. Like Jesse Ventura, he's playing this sort of like gladiator character. Like, this movie knows how to cast.
Yeah.
Richard Dawson's so fucking good in this too, by the way. I was surprised I hadn't seen him in more movies.
He is.
Oh my gosh.
When he shows up in a couple of scenes, I note him as the best performance in the film.
Yeah, I agree.
He's such
Like,
a good
hands
bad
down.
guy. He's like the perfect version of this kind of bad guy.
Yeah.
I wonder how he was on the hate boat. Sorry.
I
Oh, that
also
poster.
noted that poster. Oh my God.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean? It's great.
It's the hate
like to
boat.
see
It
it.
says it. I mean, it describes itself.
It's all on the tin, man.
Yeah, that's another thing. This is about text, not subtext.
Yeah, sure.
This movie knows movies who have used subtext, and those movies are all cowards.
They're all cowards.
Yeah. Okay. So they get their collars unlocked, and we get a little kind of backstory of the world where they're, commercial on TV, and Arnold saying like, "Why do you hate it so much? Just turn it off." And Yaphet Kotto talks about how he worries about the children. The network closed all the schools, and now all the kids are either in hiding or basic training, brainwashed by the TV.
They're just on their TikToks and.
Yep. And we learned that the underground is looking for the network uplink so they can like jam or take over the broadcast, and they haven't been able to find it.
Real quick, in real life, it would be more like if we had put Killian's wife in charge of the Department of Education, which is
Yeah.
It's really
worse? I don't
interesting. Like, we say that this is very much a platonic 80s action movie, right?
Mhm.
And that there's not a lot of world building. But actually, as I was watching it this morning, in these little like background lines, they tell you so much about the world. I have a very clear picture, especially as we sort of live through parts of that kind of thing, what this world is. And that was one of those lines that kind of cued me into it. This idea of the schools are closed and now kids either watch TV or they're in what is essentially the Hitler Youth,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, as Texas invites Turning Point USA to write curriculum for their schools, we are not far off.
Yeah.
I think the movie does great world building without beating you over the head with it. You know what I mean? Like, it leaves a lot to your imagination, which is what I wish more movies would do, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think it would help get some of those runtimes down if they just
Yes.
let things lie and let you picture it yourself.
Oh yeah.
Well, and
actually,
the visuals are so good too.
yeah. While I'm
in
thinking
that
about
world
it,
building.
okay, this movie is 1 hour and 41 minutes. Including credits.
We've already talked about it longer than it took to watch it.
The 2025 version is 2:13.
It's way too long.
It added a solid 30 minutes of film.
They didn't need it. That's I not to spoiler alert for the next episode. I have thoughts.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Yeah, it will be discussed.
It's a
Anyway,
fun time to watch it, but you'll see.
Okay.
So Schwarzenegger takes off. He's, gonna get to his brother's house, and then his brother's gonna sneak him out of the city. And there's a really funny line about how I'll see you at the 10-year prison reunion.
That's a pretty good line. Plus how he casually lounges on the flatbed truck.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very funny and unnatural looking.
It really is.
Also, his wardrobe for this moment is amazing. It's the suspenders over the gym sweatshirt.
Gold's
with
Gym,
the huge cigar that he just like cocks in his mouth, and like some kind of workman's hat and toolbox, and that's supposed to be his disguise, that he's just like your average construction worker or whatever.
Yeah, your average construction worker who's fucking 6'4", 320.
That's what he was in Total Recall too.
Yeah,
just everyday Joe.
Yep.
That's what I always loved about Arnold movies. They cast him as just a normal guy who gets thrown into these weird situations in so many movies. Like, it's great.
And he is so far from a normal human, just like looking at him.
I don't feel like they would do that now. They would have to give some explanation about how he was part of a government steroid experiment or something.
Yeah.
Like, this is foreshadowing for one of my notes about 2025 Running Man, but I do actually think in this movie, at least, they tell us he was military.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
There's a plausible reason for him to be the Conan the Barbarian in the future that he is.
Well, they do it in Total Recall too. He's actually a secret spy from Mars, not actually a construction worker. But we don't think about that when we see him as a construction worker. We're like, yeah, sure, he's going to get strong working that jackhammer.
Yeah, definitely. I see those guys all the time.
Yeah, I basically am one, and I've definitely got biceps like his.
Yeah,
100%.
I've seen you,
and I can definitely carry that
person.
I-beam above my head.
Yeah, and beard game.
Beard game is similar, true. Yeah. I like to think mine's better than his, but I don't know. I can only see it from front on in the mirror, so who knows?
No, I think it's better than Arnold, but Arnold's not a beard guy.
True, he's not.
Oh, but so next is what, the meet cute with our girl character, with our woman in the movie?
No, next we go to the network.
Oh, we have to meet Killian.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we cut to a fucking stretch limo Maserati Quattroporte.
I knew you were going to know exactly what kind of car that was.
Yeah. And we meet Richard Dawson, who gives the best performance in the film. He is a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The way he switches between like glad handing with audience members and just his face goes blank the instant he enters the door is perfect.
He really is fantastic. And like, I'm sorry to hear that he sucks as a human, but man, definitely agree that he's the best performance in the movie.
Hey, you know what else he performed in?
What?
A little television show called Hogan's Heroes.
That's true.
I
do not remember who played him in Autofocus, which is a movie that Eric and I have to bring up.
It's a movie you want to watch with your bro.
It definitely is.
In this, he is. I mean, he is. We've established he's playing himself, but also in terms of like the kind of villain character that he is a smarmy, sneaky. Like, he is the plotter behind things.
Yep.
Yeah, he's kind of the mastermind of everything.
Yeah. He's both the plotter behind things and is the face of everything.
Yes.
It's fun. So we find out that the ratings for The Running Man have leveled off. And basically,
that can happen.
Basically, in his mind, if you're not growing, you're dying. So we got to get those fucking bumped back up. And then we also meet his bodyguard, who is played by an actor named Sven Ole Thorsen.
Whose name, the character name, I believe is also Sven.
Yeah, most of the characters he has ever played are named Sven. He was Arnold's like best friend in bodybuilding for years and years.
I wondered if that was like a personal connection, because like they have a little exchange at the very end of the movie that feels like Arnold was like, "Hey, give my buddy a line."
Yeah, he's honestly pretty good because he went on and did other movies, like he's in Hunt for Red October and Gladiator. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's actually not bad in those, but he is just a guy that I clock every time he's on screen because I saw so many of these terrible 80s fucking action movies where we need an enormous guy.
Oh,
Hire him.
He's the security guard in Mallrats. That's the where he's most recognized from. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. He's just a weird guy. But he plays Killian's bodyguard, and then we also meet I think it's the director of the Running Man TV show is a character actor named Kurt Fuller, who was also in Wayne's World.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He's
playing the same part.
Yeah, exactly. He's the Wayne's World guy.
Yeah.
And I learned the platonic friendship can exist between two grown men.
Yes. He was also in Evil, obviously.
Yeah, he's great in Evil.
Yeah, he's Katja Herber's therapist. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie is full of people that I like.
Yeah.
It's full of people that you're like, wait, it's that guy. He's from that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and this is the point at which we see the hate vote poster on the wall.
Yes. And I love, we also get one of our early references to like old TV shows. There's like a reference to Gilligan's Island, and the line delivery is so perfect. Killian is on the phone with the Justice Department.
Yeah. With Hegseth himself.
Right.
I thought that part was later, but yes, that is beautiful.
Well,
yeah, with the fucking vote.
He talks to them a couple times.
Yeah.
But he mentioned something about like, this will be, but if we don't do this, or maybe this is after he sees Ben Richards and he's like, I want that guy.
Yeah.
Get me that guy. And they tell him no, I guess, we assume. And he's like, either send him to me or the show is going to fail and we're just going to have like Gilligan's Island reruns. And the person on the other side of the phone does not know what Gilligan's Island is.
Yeah,
he's like,
the best part is there is no voice on the other end of this. Yeah. It's just him talking into a phone.
And he does it so well. And that's the thing that like, you can tell the difference in actors and whether they can do this particular thing or not.
The movie does that a couple times where they reference, quote, modern day stuff, which would be 80s stuff.
Yep.
And then the people they're referencing it to don't get it because they're trying to remind you it's in the future.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the lines I wrote down is Mick's line later that is, Mr. Spock, you have the con. Right. And the young kid is like, who's Mr. Spock?
What? Yeah.
Little did they know.
I know,
become
right?
ingrained in the culture.
But it is very humorous. I don't know. Like, it just works for me as like they're just making references to things that everyone would have known then.
Yeah. Okay. So he sees they're trying to pick contestants and there are a bunch of funny suggestions like, hey, what about this axe murderer I heard about? Blah, blah, blah. And then Killian sees a clip of Schwarzenegger escaping from prison and is like, look at the way he moves. I want him.
Yeah, immediately has a guy crush on him.
Yeah.
Once again, the way he talks about men and their bodies really reminds me of stuff I heard about Vince McMahon and the way he was talking about his wrestlers and how they had to be big and very similar from what I've heard.
Yeah, I believe it.
And there's a lot of like innuendo in this. There's a lot of like physical, I don't know, there's a lot of hinting at sex, but it's also like the most sexual thing that happens is a kiss at the very end,
which is clearly bolted on for exactly no reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's bolted on for at the end of the hero's journey he is rewarded with a woman. Duh.
Yeah, that's what you get when you're the hero.
Yeah, that's
this
exactly
is
right.
important. You end an action movie with the hero kissing the woman.
I think it's actually really interesting in that the Arnold movies don't tend to do that. Like this one is an exception. I don't think it happened in Commando. It certainly doesn't really happen in Predator.
It does in Total Recall.
It does in Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Doesn't in T2, unfortunately.
No Terminator movies to see.
Him and Linda Hamilton going down into that lava.
Oh, man.
Beautiful. Yeah. So I think at a certain point, based on what I know about him and his own running of his career, I think at a certain point he realized that, like, people aren't interested in this from me. It's too odd or something. And stopped doing movies that did that.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting because you're right. Like, action movies of that time, and into the 90s, they very much frequently end with the lead kissing the romantic lead, right? Kissing the woman that has like helped them in whatever their journey is, right? But with Schwarzenegger, he is in honestly some very homoerotic movies that don't feel the need to be like, and by the way, he is in fact heterosexual. They're just like, that's not what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he was apparently such a horn dog in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not shocking to me at all. There's also like a subplot of this movie of people just being like, that man could do whatever he wanted to you. And they don't say, that's fine.
That scene is...
The one piece of subtext in this entire movie is, and that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of ladies, we need to get to the leading lady.
Yes, Amber.
Which I just got to say, kind of surprised, not a white woman. In fact, a Latino woman with a pretty thick accent.
Yeah.
Yes. Whose acting style is very telenovela.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's great, though.
I love her.
Name is Maria Conchita Alonso.
Yes.
I never once typed those words out. So in my notes, it just says MCA over and over again.
Oh, like a Beastie Boy.
And yes, assume whenever I say MCA, in my brain, I am hearing MCA, get on the microphone, man.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, she's wonderful. And this was also something I was struck by rewatching it and like really thinking about the movie as I was watching it. Like, this movie doesn't feel this. It's actually a fairly diverse cast, certainly for an 80s movie, and it doesn't feel performative in that. And Amber is not only a Latino like woman, like she speaks Spanish a lot in this movie.
Yeah,
it's very clear that this isn't like an assimilated culture. Like, you're allowed to look whatever way you look, but you have to act white or whatever. You know, you have to act according to the dominant culture, which you do in so many other ways. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting that they just like let this be a multilingual, at least a bilingual character very clearly.
Which makes this dystopia seem nicer than our current one.
Yeah.
Right? In a weird way. It seems like I was struck by how it's giving post-racial society vibes.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Huh.
Yeah. Welcome to Derry could learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, so could the new Running Man, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So,
what's her deal?
Arnold goes to his brother's apartment, opens it up with the keypad code 445566.
Yeah, very good code.
There are a lot of codes in this film. And it turns out that his brother is not there. He finds some panties. Oh, my God. But then in a little while, we see Maria Conchita Alonso comes home and immediately starts working out. And then
what I like about this is it does give you a little view of what the like upper middle class lives. Everything's voice automated. It's kind of, I mean, it's pretty commonplace now, but would have seemed pretty futuristic back then.
It also doesn't seem, something I was struck by, and maybe this is like looking back on it now, it does seem, it's futuristic, but it doesn't seem like she's living like a super, super luxurious life. Like, I get the vibe of that dystopian setting where people in the middle think they're doing well because they're not people living in essentially like favelas, right?
Right.
But her level of wealth, she is not living in a really, really, really nice apartment.
Yeah. It's
the
not
wealth
like
divide is not so strong, and yet she is clearly a person of privilege.
Yeah, and it's not like a huge apartment, which I think would be a mistake a lot of movies would make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very good.
And also, she wrote some pretty important music. So like you would think she might be a little better off than she is.
She wrote the jingle for the network, but like she wrote a very important, clearly piece of propaganda, and the way that she is then treated by this culture that she wrote important propaganda for is
hey, let's remember, she had sexual relations with potentially 2 to 3 people a year. So
in a year,
we do have to condemn that.
That's true. She did have sex. And I want to point out about this scene, because neither of you have commented on it, which is very woke of you. When she comes home, she immediately starts exercising in her lingerie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is not an exercise outfit.
That's true.
It's straight up is just a piece of lingerie.
I honestly did not notice that.
Okay, well,
Farah pointed out when I was watching with her. Like, what is she working out in? Yeah.
It's like a black silky thing, like nightgown with like lace and shit.
No,
I don't know.
It's lingerie.
It's very funny
Yeah, in retrospect, you're absolutely right, but I did not notice it. Just watching older movies, I take a lot of shit just kind of for granted. Like, yeah, okay, we need to sew some boobs, whatever. Yes. And it kind of like just washes over me. Like, yep, okay, there's we're 20 minutes in, got to see a nipple.
Yeah, and they don't do
remind everybody that the protagonist is straight.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Like, we've got to have the woman in there, the woman in the action movie. Make sure you understand that no matter how bro-y and masculine all this is, at the end of the day, we have sex with chicks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important. We also, in this part, get the introduction of Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Who plays Captain Freedom. And he is
Freedom.
maybe my second favorite performance in the film after Richard Dawson. Like, he is very funny when given very little to do.
Yes.
It's really impressive. He's doing a terrible workout tape.
He hams it up. I love at the beginning, they do the he's pointing at the screen and saying do you wanna kind of thing. And each time he does the phrase, they rotate the picture and they even have the upside down. I don't know. It's just a dumb thing that really underscores the ludicrousness of this world, this setting.
Yeah. It's very much 1980s infomercial bullshit. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then she does not, and this is for a workout thing. And what I love is that also she does not work out with the exercises on the screen. It's just her background noise. She has a completely different exercise routine.
Yeah. She's doing totally different shit.
Sit-ups on her Bowflex, the most futuristic of all the home gym equipment.
Absolutely. In 1987, I remember the infomercials. I was blown away.
Hell yeah.
Right? She has a Bowflex. And brand insertion into movies used to be so much more subtle. They never call attention to it. It's just there. But she's doing a completely different thing. It's just like the
2025
program she puts on
Running Man
in the background, which is very funny to me. I don't know if that's something that people do, but I just found that a very humorous.
She just needs the motivation, not necessarily the programming.
Yeah.
So anyway, Arnie watches her for 15 minutes or something, and then he looms out of the shadows at her.
I know, right?
And she sees a commercial or a thing on TV about how he's a wanted killer, blah, blah, blah.
Good timing.
Yeah, it's perfect. And he's like, I didn't actually do it. I'm really a good guy, blah, blah, blah. We find out she writes jingles for the network. Oh, but also she has this contraband. This is music you shouldn't be listening to and clothes you shouldn't be wearing. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, everybody does it, she says.
Yes.
So he kind of light blackmail takes her hostage to the airport.
Let's be clear. He ties her to the Bowflex and then pulls the Bowflex off the floor.
Yes.
To show her how strong he is. Yeah, it's bolted down.
And then we next see him in a ridiculous Hawaiian shirt that's amazing.
Beautiful.
Best bit of the movie.
It's pure rayon. like
so
white,
the whitest pants you've ever seen in your
Yes,
life.
whitest pants, a straw cap.
Yes. It's so wild. That was the moment in the movie where I was like, how do they source this clothing for him? Like, is this a one-off? They don't make these things this size.
No.
And he hangs a bow on it. Was that hangs a heart? Whatever. He calls out how ridiculous the shirt is several times.
He does. Yeah, they mention it. There's like a callback later on. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna throw up. I get airsick.
Like
no one will notice with this shirt.
It's so good. Oh God. And he has this like deadpan delivery of every single line. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger's never been a great actor, but he has always been smarter than people thought that a meathead would be, right? But he has this like, he delivers these lines in a way that says, I know that this is stupid. You know that this is stupid, but we're all having a good time, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. That's his vibe. That's 100%.
Yeah. So they go to get on the airplane. She, punches him in the nuts and breaks free. And then he runs off and gets captured by a fucking net gun. And he's running from this truck. And I am pretty sure that was a real ass fall because he is all scraped up.
Yeah. Imagine running full speed and a net gets wrapped around you. It's just not.
Well, and
pleasant.
This was the era of like, there is not really an alternative to just doing a stunt.
Yeah.
So his stunt double like did shit.
Yep.
Like there's a scene later where he gets dragged around behind a motorcycle, and like that guy got dragged around behind a motorcycle.
Right.
That's when we get to that scene, I mention it, but that is one of the best stunts in all movies.
Yeah.
Because that is something that stuntmen have been doing in movies since there are movies.
It's classic.
It was getting dragged by a horse, then getting dragged by a car, then getting dragged by a motorcycle. Like, that is the most fine-tuned, possible thing you can do. Yeah. It's like breaking a chair over somebody's back or something. Or punching out a sugar glass window. It's like, and it always works, is the thing.
It does. It's very effective.
All right. So, Arnold gets captured, and Killian's work with the Justice Department has worked out. So, he ends up in a cell, and Killian's there, like, in another room, and there is a beautiful line where Killian's like, do you know who I am? And Arnie says, yeah, I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV. Like, there are so many very dumb lines in this movie. Like, and some of them, there were just too many.
Yeah.
I feel like this was like peak Arnold, where Arnold was starting to get famous for his one-liners, and they're like, let's give him a one-liner before he does anything in this movie.
And after he does anything.
Before, middle, after, there's so many one-liners. And it's like, this is simultaneously a great script and a terrible script.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty impressive. Like I think it's the scene with Buzzsaw. No, it's with Dynamo, where like within 5 seconds of film, he's like, hey, light bulb head, hey, Christmas tree.
This is actually something I wanted to mention last week, Josh. And maybe I should save it because it might be a bigger conversation. But people often tell us how they like it when we cover, quote, bad movies, because they like to listen to us suffer.
Yes.
And I was thinking RoboCop 2, and some might say The Running Man, are bad movies, but they're also very fun, enjoyable movies to watch, which means they are in fact not bad movies.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. There are definitely aspects of this movie that are not well made. Like, I haven't even mentioned the director of this film. Does everybody know who the director of this film is?
I just looked it up a minute ago, so I'm not going to spoil it.
This is directed by Paul Michael Glaser, who is not most famous for being a director, although he did direct a number of things. He is primarily famous because he's Starsky from Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You know what? He did a good job. I'm sorry. I will say, last time I came on for the Hunger Games prequel, right, for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I was like, my job is to defend this movie. It's a flawed movie, but it's a flawed gem. There's good reasons to watch it, and I love it. And this one I came into being like, I don't need to defend shit in this movie. This is a perfect film. It's not a thinky movie, and yet it does a better job than the modern one of the thinky parts. It is an 80s action movie, and it is, man, it belongs at the top of the pantheon of 80s action movies, in my humble opinion.
I would push back against perfect, but it is a stellar example of the genre. It's not like, especially if you put it back to back with Arnold's other 1987 film, Predator, which came out 3 months beforehand, which is...
Man, what a year.
I've rewatched that in the past year. It is a close to perfect movie.
It actually might be a perfect movie.
It is so streamlined, and this movie, like, Glazer, he doesn't know how to shoot a bunch of stuff. Like, he doesn't have a good idea, or the editing is weird, whatever. But it all works. It's okay. This movie is kind of, like, to some extent, yes, it is bad at certain technical aspects, but it manages to get fucking carried over the finish line by there being a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, Killian basically says, hey, I want you on the Running Man. Arnold's like, no. Killian says, hey, we also cut your two buddies, Weiss and Laughlin. So if you go on the show, then they don't have to. And he agrees.
This is stupid. This is, I feel, unnecessary. They shouldn't have even had this, probably, because he's in prison. They can just make him go on the show.
They can.
And they end up putting him on the show.
That's why he has a court-appointed agent.
Oh, that's right. He does have a court-appointed agent. He has rights.
Yeah, he has to sign the contract. I mean,
Here's what I think it shows yet again. I think it shows that, so we've established that Laughlin and Weiss are, like, not his buddies, right? They only know each other because they were in prison at the same time, and they had skills that were, well, he only knows them because they're in prison at the same time, and he had skills that could help them get out, and they had skills that could help him get out. That's their connection as far as we know, right? I don't know. Maybe there's some romance that we didn't see.
There's some line about how Laughlin saved his life in prison. I don't remember what it was, but...
No, that was in the moment. He was referring to, like, that fight.
Yeah. Remember, Laughlin jumps out and snaps his neck?
No, Killian says it at some point, like in this area of the movie.
Well, do you think he means just that opening sequence that we see where, like, they as a team get out together?
Yeah, could be. I don't know. Anyway,
that's what I kind of thought. But, like, the thing that I get out of this scene, which, it's not the most important, but it is kind of a reminder of, like, Ben Richards, he's not, like, really fundamentally tied to these people. But the moment he can make a choice that would save them from future harm, he says yes. There's, like, no equivocation there. That says something about, like, who they're telling us this character is. And also, because it's an 80s action movie, which is, here's masculinity that is the most idealized masculinity. What an idealized masculine man is supposed to be.
Yeah. It does show that he's willing to sacrifice, but the way they make it happen doesn't make any sense, because they could literally just put a gun to his head and say, go participate in the games, idiot.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that it does is that it establishes, as we find out very quickly, very soon after this, these people are all piece of shit liars.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly true.
Yeah.
So then we get a really fun whole ass scene that has literally nothing to do with the rest of the movie, where Arnold is getting all these weird injections and, like, trackers and stuff, and then they never, like, it never comes up.
Never whatsoever.
It's
very
a
cyberpunk.
beautiful example of a completely vestigial thing. Like,
You have to show the body. You got to show
Got to show
the
that body.
body.
Yeah.
Right?
And the veins, and you got to see the bulging.
Yeah. A weird shot of his inner thigh.
Yeah, very sexual shot.
Very sexy thought.
Which is like, I don't know. It's weirdly shot. It is very sexual. But
them putting a sexy, weird gag in his mouth.
Right? But it is also part of my This is the Bro Hunger Games movie, because a big part of the story of the Hunger Games is like making the tributes physically acceptable to the Capitol. And so here, this kind of scene, which is very like lab rat type shit, right? They're coming in. They're not treating him like a human. They're treating him like a commodity that is about to be on TV in this violent thing.
Yeah.
Here, it's like pump him full of these trackers. In the Hunger Games, it's like shave their legs, like take away any hair that's quote unquote not supposed to be there, make them look as pretty as possible. But they are very similar kind of scenes in a way that I thought was really interesting. And I kind of wonder, like, did Suzanne Collins see this? That's the writer for Hunger Games. I shouldn't be questioning that. I'm going to just assume that I was correct. And if I'm not,
you are correct.
Save me, Eric.
Josh is the one that knows. I can't remember what the story was. You knew her or something?
No,
somebody knows her.
She has the same name as my aunt.
Oh,
yes, that's right.
That's
so Suzanne Collins, like, I get the vibes of like she totally watched this movie and saw this scene, and it was just like swimming around in her brain, kind of stuff.
Yeah, I totally believe. I think that's a good catch.
No, you're making a very good case to up the influence score at the end of this.
Yeah, and not in a bad way. Again, I'm team like artists just like see shit, writers see shit, and it all swims around in their brain until they make their own thing, and we're all contributing to each other.
Yeah, I love that about art of all formats, music.
That do be how art works.
Some of my favorite video games are very clearly like World of Warcraft is clearly an EverQuest / Warhammer ripoff, and that's why it's good.
1000%. But it also means we get to see a weirdly sexual shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger's inner thigh. So if you're into that kind of thing, here you go.
And who isn't? The entire nation was in the 1980s.
Yeah.
So we switch over to Maria Conchita Alonso, and she sees a news report.
You can just say her character name.
Amber. Her character name is Amber.
I just like cramming in as many syllables as possible.
Yeah.
She has a fun name to say, I will say.
It's great.
Yeah. I actually looked her up on IMDb. I don't think I have seen her in anything in, I don't know, 30 years or something.
No, she's in Predator 2, though, speaking of Predators.
Yes, exactly.
Is she? Oh, that's cool.
She's the love interest in Predator 2,
shit.
I think. As much as there is a love interest, there really isn't. But she sees a news report about the Ben's capture at the airport, and oh my God, it's all fucking fake. They show video of him like shooting dudes, and she was there, and he didn't do that.
This is very prescient, man.
Yeah, it's and this is one of the most important things for the rest of the movie.
Yes.
The concept of deep faking shit carries all the way through the end.
I think they did a really good job with this as a theme. Like, it doesn't feel like it's just a throwaway plot beat. Like, it actually, especially in the times that we're living in now, it feels like a very important statement about, like, you can't just believe everything that you see on TV. You have to actually think about it. And also about how bread and circuses is used to manipulate people, that it's not just, like, there's a line in the movie later that straight up is just a, hey, we're doing bread and circuses. But it's not just we distract people. It's also we lie to them in a way that, like, feeds something that they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're telling them how to think while we're distracting them.
And we see, and that is a thing too, that, like, we see as we see the crowd's reactions throughout the arena section of the story, that, like, the crowd they do sometimes react outside of the way they're being pushed to react, but very often, like, they are bloodthirsty. They want to see people get cut up. They don't kind of care if it's the people running or the people chasing the people running, the stalkers. There is a sense of, like, yes, people don't realize they're being lied to, and that the win being presented here is that the truth is revealed to people, but also they do not fully let the audience off as just having been lied to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and
Which,
this is also the point
similar
at which
to the Hunger Games.
yeah, this is also the point at which we see the climbing for dollars ad.
Yes.
It
Oh, classic.
seems like maybe the best TV show ever.
I'd do a podcast about it, honestly. Let's be real, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm shocked it does not exist now.
No.
Like it should, right?
It is such a funny fucking bit of business. It's a guy climbing a rope with Dobermans jumping
I
at
know.
him. It is so funny.
When you think about the type of reality shows that were popular in like the early to mid 2000s, like how fucking prescient was, like we were just a hair from dogs and ropes with some of the shit that was happening
it
on.
fits right in.
Yeah.
And the clip we see, and the clip we see is like a TikTok video length.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Quibi, if you will.
Oh, God.
Oh, God,
I will not.
Quibi.
I will not.
So we get Arnold all suited up to go to the arena, and he's in this fucking kick-ass Adidas jumpsuit. It rules.
I kind of want one.
Yeah, that'd be a good.
I'm not gonna lie.
Halloween.
Yeah,
that'd be
costume.
amazing.
Yeah. And we meet his
blue and yellow, like padded on the shoulders. Oh, it's great.
He has good and interesting colors on that thing. Like that's a real specific set of design choices that I approve of.
Yeah, it's
They're
yet
not
again
obvious.
the wardrobe department and this, like the aesthetic choices being made. They initially seem kind of dumb, but the more you like dig in on I don't know, they just really, really work.
Yeah, it's
also
good.
Also, the dancers. You got to mention the jazzercise dancers.
We're getting to that in just half a second. So we also meet his court-appointed theatrical agent. Arnold signs the contract and then stabs the pen into the guy's back. That is a thing that has stuck with me since I saw this movie in 1987.
Arnold does a good little bit of face acting too when he realizes, I can stab this guy.
Yeah. Well, the dude says like, sign right here, victim, or something like that. And you see he has this like, he just called me a fucking victim.
Yeah.
Also, that actor been in a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has. So then we get to the fucking dance number, the first of many. Most importantly about the dance numbers, they were choreographed by Paula Abdul, former Laker girl, future wife of MC Scat Cat.
Yeah, they were married happily. 3 half animated children.
Oh man, these dances are so like there's such a wonderful satirical moment of insanity. I love them.
It's really wonderful, and it had me as I was watching the movie thinking like I'm not oddly enough on this program. You'd think it would be the opposite, but I'm not like a real sports guy in terms of sports that have cheerleaders.
Sure.
Like I honestly do not have I don't think I've seen a fucking cheer routine in 30 years. It's like this is exactly cheerleading as far as I understand it, and it made me wonder like is that what's going on at the football game right now? Like,
I can tell you, having been to several NHL games, I'm going to one next week actually. The cheerleading is exactly like that. They run up through the crowds. They like dance on the stairs and they like directly address the crowd. And I was actually thinking about that as I was watching it.
Yeah,
do they wear as much glitter?
I don't think anybody. I don't think it's possible.
Because I want to say
it's a good old school.
These women are like dipped in glitter.
Yeah.
Like the last thing they did in wardrobe before they stepped onto the set was they just had a vat of glitter that they just dipped each one in.
I was imagining more one of those I don't know what kind of game shows they're on, but like somebody gets locked in a clear tube and they blow dollars around and you have to like grab as many dollars as possible.
Yeah.
I assumed it was that, but yeah, I totally believe a dip as well.
Whatever method they used, those women are still finding glitter like today from having been in this movie.
100%. And that is not the only something got stuck up a vag reference we're going to be making in the rest of this film.
Oh, yeah. That's none of your business, Josh.
Yeah.
I guess all of the bad quotes are in my brain now because I just watched it.
So, yeah, we have a dance number and we keep intercutting to it through the rest of the film. I'm not going to bring it up every time. I will bring it up in the very respectful memorial dance number. But
yes.
Assume like anytime I mention a cut between scenes, there's dancers.
Yes.
So we also get introduced to the first of the stalkers, Buzza.
The first. Oh yeah, we do see him because he's in the crowd. He's like entering.
He's in the red carpet.
He's on the red carpet, and we find out he loves some fucking chainsaws and is a big dude who's a dick.
He's a big fan.
Sure, it's fine, whatever. He's.
I didn't think it was weird that they put him on the red carpet. They should have put Fireball on the red carpet because he was kind of the boss. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
I assume, based on my watches of this film, that they probably ran out of time or money and they were going to do red carpet things for more than one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's reasonable. This one, I think Buzzsaw was a good choice for showing the sort of like WWE of it all.
Yeah.
It's very much
wrestling fan.
He picked up a motorcycle and it looked real.
I think it was. I mean, he's a very large, strong person.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, I bet he could do that.
Yeah. So, back to Maria Conchita Alonso, or Amber, if you will, Eric.
Thank you.
She realizes that Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't the bad guy when she and her friend are in the hallway, and she sees him being escorted to the show, and her friend is like, "You couldn't have done anything if he'd have wanted to sexually assault you or kill you and sexually assault you, and you just wouldn't have had any options."
This lady clearly has a consensual, non-consensual fantasy thing going on.
She 100%. Does, and I want to point out that in the order of things, if we follow the rules of escalation and get into what is the most desirable part of what this lady is clearly kinking on, it's the kill you and then sexually assault you that is the third option.
It's real weird.
This lady has got to modern romantasy literature and is very happy. She's gooning out, having a great old time.
This lady is the gooner of the
she is. Again, this is the moment of subtext in the movie is Arnold Schwarzenegger could fuck you up and that would be fine.
Yeah. So he didn't do anything to you?
No.
You can almost see her when it cuts to MCA. You can almost see her in the background plugging a Hitachi into the wall.
Right?
He could have done anything.
They were at that vending machine, which Cokes aren't $6 yet, but they're getting close.
Yeah, they're not far off.
If you get them at a stadium, they'll be $6.
Oh, yeah. You're right. There would be $6 at a stadium. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, her friend has a good point.
Her friend is interested in a good point.
Yeah, certainly true. So she goes to the archives and finds a real tape of the Bakersfield massacre and an edited one. There's an edited for TV, and then there's raw footage. And then the show starts, and it's actually a pretty good little bit of intercutting here, where she finds the raw footage, and then Dawson shows, introducing Ben Richards to the audience. He shows edited versions where Arnold's like, I've got to kill those women and children. They must all die. And that's like the whole thing, which is the opposite of what we saw at the beginning of the movie. So we're in that deep fake thing again.
Oh, yeah.
And we also see some clips of previous champions on a vacation in Mexico. They're doing great because, it's wonderful when you win. And also,
it's hard to win, just like getting rich. It's hard to do, but if you just stick in there and do it, you will be rewarded.
Yeah,
exactly. And I want to point out, this is another Hunger Games thing. Okay, one of the big Hunger Games things was like that Snow was really on and on about, like, you have to have victors. It's very important that you have victors because that's part of the manipulation of the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You got to keep hope alive, especially false hope.
Yes.
And it turns out that Richard Dawson has fucking betrayed him. Weiss and Laughlin are also running. Bum, 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 bum.
Didn't Weiss and Laughlin write the Dragonlance books? Sorry. I'm going to cut this short.
That's
a good. There was a Weiss, yeah.
Hickman.
Hickman, yeah.
Tracy Hickman.
Tracy Hickman, yeah.
That's right. So, rules of the game. You have 3 hours to get through 4 zones. You have to visit all 4 zones. You're hunted by stalkers the whole time. Then everybody gets strapped into fucking bobsleds. And Arnold tells Killian, I'll be back.
Self-referential.
Killian says,
only in a rerun.
Yeah. Which I wonder if this is the first.
He said it in Terminator, didn't he?
No, I wonder if this is the first reference to.
Oh, the first reference to it.
Like,
okay.
Because he has done that or things like that in so many movies.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it's the first
I'll
one.
be back is his catchphrase.
Until it was usurped by Hasta La Vista, baby.
Yeah. But I'll be back is the like most classic.
The OG, yeah.
But Killian's response is only in a rerun, and that is beautiful.
Yeah,
that's good. And I gotta say too, the way those two interact with each other, I think it's always very funny. It's always very tense. Like they have the best scenes together, in my opinion, of the movie.
Apparently, they were very good friends in real life. Like,
really?
Yeah. I read. Fuck, I do not have I do not have a reference to it on here. I read a thing about how Arnold and one of his bodybuilding buddies were like got to do a tour of like the Hogan's Heroes set or something in like 1970.
Okay.
And he met Richard Dawson like doing that, and they were friends for like 15 years before this movie came out. Yeah.
Well, they clearly had a good time because they really are very funny in their scenes together.
Yeah, they really have a weird amount of chemistry for this giant nightmare mutant Austrian.
Yeah. And it's like the exact right kind of chemistry for the relationship that we see on the screen. They do a great job, like the one-liners against each other. And because I'll be back is one of Schwarzenegger's catchphrases. Later, it's in like less and less apropos moments.
Yeah.
But this is the perfect moment for an I'll be back.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how the theater erupted when he said that if you were watching this?
Oh, yeah. I bet it was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, all 3 of them get fired on rocket powered bobsleds. And the rocket powered bobsled section is fun. Just like fucking miniatures flying through tubes. It's great.
Yeah.
No notes.
Lots of close-ups with a heavy fan blasting on their face.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, man. And one thing we haven't mentioned is that, this movie loves an Arnold Schwarzenegger scream face. His and his, the scream noise that he makes that's terrible and does not sound like a human.
He does a lot of the Arnold noises in this film.
But it's so, it's crazy.
It's very funny. So they crash into Annette down in the game zone.
We're finally in the games.
Yeah, we are. And then we're going to cut away immediately to the audience, and we see Charlie's mom.
Yep.
Miss
really
Yvonne. Miss Yvonne from fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yep.
Who was also Charlie's mom on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
R.I.P. I just watched your last episode not long ago.
Yeah.
Aww. And she gets to pick the first stalker.
Yeah, she chooses Sub-Zero because she likes her men big and cuddly.
That's right.
And Sub-Zero is maybe the funniest and most tortured concept in this entire film because he is...
no, come on. Dynamo.
He has... Dude, Sub-Zero is... No, seriously. Dynamo sucks.
At least Dynamo can move off of ice.
Dynamo is my favorite one because I think he's the shittiest.
He's
Okay,
terrible.
look, all of them suck. But the thing is, Sub-Zero sucks the most because, number one, they could not pick a theme. He is somehow themed Japan.
Yeah.
Because he hits a gong, like there's a gong and there's some sushi references.
Yeah.
He is also a hockey, not just a hockey player, a hockey goalie.
Yeah, nothing to do with Japan, not known for hockey. I'm sure they
And
have it, but
he is also the professor. So he has 3 themes, none of which have anything to do with each other.
They do not explain the professor part at all, right? So the first 2 things, they don't explain at all either. But those things you can kind of be like, yeah, I get what you're saying. He's Japanese, sure, whatever. And he's hockey themed. Okay, cool. I grasp both of those concepts. But then
we
they
throw
pull the name
professor
and they're
on.
like, professor? It's like, what part of, like, what's his background in?
It
What
is.
do you think would be the funniest thing for him to be a professor of?
Oh, he's absolutely...
women's studies.
Women's studies, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gender studies, yeah. That'd be a good one.
African American literature.
Any social, really.
Yeah, any social
Yeah.
science, honestly, would be perfect.
I think he's a ceramics instructor. I think he
Ceramics
is a
would be
professor of
very good.
ceramics in the fine arts department.
Yeah, okay, I could buy that. Oh, no, wait, no. Textiles.
Ooh, textiles. Yeah.
Textiles is funnier.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Like, the other guys all have very simple, like, you look at them and you go, okay, that's electricity. This guy's fire.
It's not just electricity, though. It is electricity and opera.
And opera.
And opera. That's the thing.
These guys have
Dynamo-
rich lives outside.
2 of these guys have rich
Two of
lives.
these guys. Buzzsaw does not.
Jesse
Buzzsaw
Ventura is a aerobics instructor.
Yeah, he's an
Buzzsaw
aerobics
is
instructor.
motorcycle chainsaw.
Yeah. Buzzsaw is like, I love chainsaws so much. They're a part of me.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
And we got to keep moving. We're waiting.
Yeah, we gotta go. Oh yeah, and this is the point at which we catch a little bit of Jesse Ventura doing locker room commentating about this reminds me of the time that I was, because he's a former champion, whatever. And Dawson just cuts him off.
It's great.
It's very funny. He's wearing a wig and looks like a fucking dick in this white turtleneck and sport jacket.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yet
it is
more fantastic
very funny.
wardrobe because it tells you everything about who he is. And he has very few lines and not that much screen time, but you know who this character is.
He sells every bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have a fight with Sub-Zero. And Charlie's mom wins some prizes because he captures Weiss and Laughlin in trap hockey nets, because that makes sense.
Do you
Arnold kills him.
remember watching game shows and like that when you were a kid and just being in the audience, you get to win all kinds of prizes?
Yeah.
And like how fun that sounded.
Yeah,
especially like the kids game shows.
It seems very cool. Yeah.
It's such a cool throwback. And then it's also one of those things that is like, when we do the 2025 one, there's like an element of the audience wins that they have that same kind of thing, but I think it's not as effective. And there's something about it being, they win petty shit. Like none of this is, it's like
the home
a
game.
VCR and a toaster and the Running Man home game that is a board game.
But it's just winning is just, I don't know. Yeah.
Nobody gets as exciting a prize as bees.
Yeah. This is not the case of like, we also see people in the kind of the slum area betting on the game, right?
Yeah.
So there is a gambling aspect, much like today.
I was gonna say they missed out. Gambling definitely plays nothing in the modern day dystopia. We've no role being played by gambling.
That was a miss on their
every
part.
aspect of our lives.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to be clear. Like, what I think is great about them showing this winning, it's not just a throwback to those games, but it's also these are not people who are winning something that changes their lives. They're not like winning an amount of money that like improves their lives in this. They are participating in this blood sport for a fucking board game.
Toaster.
And a toaster oven.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's perfect. I actually spent a while trying to figure out how they were, because I was watching the board when they were doing the gambling sections, and I cannot figure out a logic to it. I think they just did not carry that.
Well, when they put Ben Richards at 100 to 1, I'd take that bet. Like,
I know,
that guy's
right?
$200 wins him $20,000. Like,
also, what kind of person sets those odds at that point in the game? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, they would come down, I guess, as more people bet on. I don't know how those old odds makers of like blood sport and stuff how they do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I understand
like
how
45 seconds long. Like, we don't need to.
Right.
Yeah, I understand how horse betting works. I cannot figure out how this betting works.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So then Ben kills Sub-Zero with some fucking razor wire on a stick and chokes him to death. And then,
great line.
And then, if you want to deliver it, you can.
A bad line. It is. So the quip at the end of this one for this kill is Sub-Zero now, regular zero, just zero. Damn,
hey,
I watched
Killian.
this
one. Oh my God, I forgot how bad.
Here is Sub-Zero, now plain zero.
Plain zero. It's not a good quip.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't, but when you're watching it, you're like, yeah.
Get him.
It's
like,
so badly written, but I also love it.
What could that even mean? I have no idea.
I know.
I'm a very educated person, and I cannot put that together.
There's no plain zero. Sub-Zero is a thing.
Yeah, apparently he is the first stalker to die in however many years this show's been going on.
Then how did they have winners? I guess they just evaded the stalkers, I guess.
I think,
That's what they're supposed to have done.
Spoiler alert, how did they have winners?
Yeah, but I mean, there's people would need to have watched a deep fake of them winning.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Anyway,
I think if they just survive the 3-hour time limit, then they've won. So
that's probably exactly it. And then we get a really funny bit with Richard Dawson on the phone. This is when the Gilligan's Island.
This is when
he's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's a violent show. Of course, somebody was going to have to die, but you know what? Are you going to cancel us? You have to go to Gilligan's Island reruns or something.
And this is where,
like the boat.
Yeah, the one with the boat. And this is where he says a line that I think is core to the movie, which is that you want people in front of the TV instead of the picket line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, this movie is smarter than it has any right to be, and it's still incredibly dumb. But
it is. And that's why I love it. It's so stupid. But in the background is actually like they just remade this movie. This version does a better job of commenting on those themes.
Yeah.
Is it intentional?
I don't know.
Do you think they're actually trying to make social commentary, or do you think because that was not the vibe in the 80s? That was people weren't into that type of stuff.
I think they are making social commentary, but I don't think every single person involved in the making process knew that they were. Like the director probably doesn't. I think the people or person who wrote the script, I think they did put those things in there on purpose.
Based on my knowledge of Stephen D'Souza, who's the writer, and he is one of those guys who, if you point a microphone at him, he will just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Mm-hmm. Same.
He loves to say anything that comes into his mind. He's also, let's say a fabulist to some extent.
Sure.
He certainly claims that this was a very intentional, subversive film. I think, based on literally every other movie he's ever made, he wasn't putting that much thought into it. There's, stuff that was in the original film that he carried over, or stuff that was in the book that he carried over, and it worked out. But that it's great. He probably just was like, I don't know, this sounds like a sci-fi thing. Sure.
That's fair enough.
Well,
I mean, Stephen King is putting that kind of shit in there.
Also true. Yeah.
I think it was easier to make subversive films back there because they didn't mirror reality quite so closely. And that's because our oppressors have mirrored these films.
Yeah.
So it's harder to make a subversive film now, at least a subtle one, like as we discussed earlier in the program. So, it could have just been an accident.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, Eric. Like, and something I was thinking about. I was thinking about this before. Like, was this on purpose? What was going on in like 87, 86? Because this is Reagan era, right?
Yeah, we're right in Iran-Contra.
Right. But like when I looked up, there wasn't anything that was like, here's the biggest scandal ever. It didn't seem like it was coming out of like a zeitgeist of discontent. This is like peak 80s thriving for the U.S.
Yeah, I think a lot of what we read as subversive is actually maybe kind of the reactionary, there's 57 channels and nothing on thing, where we can read that today as a fairly subversive message. Like, oh yeah, we read this movie as like, yeah, we shouldn't allow people to have this much control over the media, et cetera, when the people who were making the movie were like, kids are getting their brains rotted by TV.
Yeah.
Which is, you can kind of end up at the same place with those two separate thoughts.
Yeah, one of the first things we covered was Max Headroom. It was all about TV. Yeah. TV being the thing that's going to destroy us all.
That's a really good point too. And maybe some of it is also, we forget the things that we're experiencing today that are very dystopian and like, the part of fascism where they're still gaining power but don't have it all yet, is they keep telling us the people that we knew are bad guys, that we've known are bad guys, are actually not that bad, right? Mm-hmm. And so maybe when this was made in the 80s, there was not a debate in the 80s. There were not people coming out of the woodwork in 86, in 85, 86, 87, who were like, but were the Nazis actually bad? Is authoritarianism actually bad? No, this was peak. We beat the Nazis, American exceptionalism, capitalism is freedom stuff. Mm-hmm. So like we can see Captain Freedom and see that and read that as a satirical joke, and also see like these bad guys who are very the crawl at the beginning tells us like this is a very authoritarian, high censorship state. I think maybe this movie was also written in a time where everybody who saw this would know, okay, that tells me exactly who the bad guys are and exactly who the good guys are. But if it was made today, as it was made today, they can't be as clear in that, because there are a lot of people saying, actually, those aren't the bad guys. Authoritarianism is good for you. And they've really...
Say what you will about Reagan, he at least kept the quiet part quiet.
Yeah.
So like, there's no quiet part.
Maybe it looks more subversive to us because it just wasn't subversive to say the bad guys were the bad guys.
Yeah.
The New York financier, Jeffrey Epstein?
That can't possibly be bad. He's rich.
Ooh.
All right, Josh, please move us forward.
Okay, we are. Buzzsaw and Dynamo.
Have a time limit. This recording will stop.
Buzzsaw and Dynamo are the next guys. Why is Dynamo both opera and electricity themes? Impossible to say.
Because he was a performer who didn't make it in the opera, and he was a big enough guy who could handle the light bright suit that he got this gig.
He did not survive to see this movie released.
He didn't? That's
was
too
the
bad.
actor?
No. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he is also maybe the most enormous person in this film.
Yeah.
I think that dude was like 6'6" and 450.
It's a big guy.
He should not have been driving that little car up that
I
hill.
know. Yeah. I know. Yeah, they notably keep him out of scenes with Schwarzenegger because I think,
really?
This guy is going to make Schwarzenegger seem very small.
That's too bad because in later movies they do specifically put Schwarzenegger with even taller guys, and it's
because then it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Dynamo's so fucking weird. Anyway, MCA gets dropped into the zone because she, of course, flaunted traditional morality, having 2 to 3 partners a year, maybe cheated on her test in college, and, has some bootleg tapes. And she's Ben Richards' partner in depravity.
That's right. They're lovers. They're heterosexual.
They captured her and sent her down there. And oh shit, it's at this point that Weiss realizes that he sees a satellite dish and is like, oh man, this dish is pointed into the game zone. So that means maybe the uplink is in the game zone where nobody goes. So he and Laughlin are going to try to find it to hack it.
Let's not pick apart the technical aspects.
It's dumb as shit. It's got fucking.
It's important that they're like, hey, there's smart people here, and they're going to go do some smart people things.
Yeah, it's got absolute rocks for brains. But so then MCA turns, finds them turning a corner, and Arl's like, why don't I just strangle you in front of the camera? She's like, I don't know. I don't think you're a bad guy anymore. And he's like, okay, whatever.
He does talk tougher than he actually is.
He does.
I think there's actually, this is not something I have actually studied, but I think it would be an interesting move to go through Arnold's 80s career, because I feel like his accent varies hugely on how comfortable he is with the director. And that results in how good the movie is, because like Schwarzenegger, Predator, which is this same fucking year, he has an accent, but it's not anywhere near as bad as this shit.
Yeah.
This one's pretty pronounced.
And it seems like, just based on my memories, it seems like it comes and goes depending on the quality of the film.
Interesting. That's an interesting theory.
Yeah. It's very bad in this one.
It's also possible. Yeah. It's also possible that these were released in the same year, but they did the classic thing of maybe one of them sat on the shelf for a little while.
I think actually both of them shot in 86. I think Predator maybe shot a little earlier because they were shooting in Central America. But
gotcha. Yeah.
That's vague, back of my head memory stuff. Anyway,
yet again they split off. The one guy goes and does nerd shit and hacks a code.
Yeah,
and
we
then
split
the other
party.
two. Yeah, they split the party, which is a big mistake.
Always a mistake. And it leads to death.
It does. So, Amber, see, I said it that time.
Good job.
Goes with Weiss to do the hacking in these tunnels. And then Yaphet Kotto and Arnie go to, I don't know, fight a buzzsaw.
They go to distract Buzzsaw. They see Buzzsaw, but they don't see Dynamo.
Actually, kind of looks like they just get lost, honestly.
It really kind of does.
It's a little muddy.
Yeah.
By the way, if you were wondering, the guy who plays Weiss was also in a movie called Chud 2, Bud the Chud.
Yes, okay. Chud. All right.
Sure.
Classic.
Chud 2, Bud the Chud.
Yeah.
Bud the Chud. That's his name.
I meant to look him up, but I forgot.
Anyway, no time needs to be spent on that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. He doesn't matter because his entire role at this point is to transform Amber into the MacGuffin.
Right.
Yeah.
His entire role is to wear glasses and make Amber have a point.
Yeah. He finds the satellite uplink interface, whatever, in the tunnels and is like, oh man, this is a hex code. This is not impossible, but it's going to take some time. Remember these numbers.
Yeah.
And then he yells some numbers at her. And then Dynamo zaps him.
And to her credit, she does remember them. I wouldn't have remembered those.
I tried.
Yeah, I would
remember them to the point where she needed to reiterate them. So
yeah, like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm not gonna say like Amber doesn't do a lot because she's a woman in an '80s action movie, but like, I could not remember that.
She does remember some numbers. I mean, we can't take that away from her.
She also takes out Dynamo.
Yeah, she does take out Dynamo, and she also does do another thing. They do establish that she has like a little bit going on upstairs.
Amber's a great character. She's not just being dragged around.
She's really not bad in terms of female lead of 80s action picture.
Yeah, like for that genre, she's got way more going on than a lot of them do.
Yeah, girl boss, right?
Sure. Girl boss is into the sun.
Yeah,
into the lightning.
Yeah.
So then we cut to Buzzsaw. We have a fight between Earl and Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw hits Yaphet Kotto with his chainsaw and mortally wounds him, and then Arnold Augie's Buzzsaw.
I was trying to find a way to bring it up. Yeah.
Oh man, I saw that and I was like, "Did we rip off the Running Man? This is amazing!"
I meant to look up which episode number that was so I could drop it in here.
Yeah, listeners, if you're not on the Astronomica train, like 100-something episodes in, we have a character who has a bifurcation because of a buzzsaw.
Very similar to Buzzsaw's situation. Only he survives it.
Yeah, that's what modern medicine. Well, that's what future modern medicine could do.
Yeah, and it's a very funny death scene as Buzzsaw dies. His voice gets higher, screaming because because castration makes your voice high, and that's it's
hilarious, Josh.
Reliable bit of comedy.
So funny, but I have to ask you, what does Arnold Schwarzenegger tell Amber when she asks about Buzzsaw?
Oh, he had to split.
Yes.
Oh, that's so dumb. That one is better than Sub-Zero's.
Yeah,
it's there are very goddamn dumb lines in this. Like Buzzsaw's like, "I love this chainsaw. It's gonna feel great inside you," and Arnie's like, "Why don't you keep it?"
That's actually
what?
This scene is very like he is trying to like sexually assault Arnold. Uh-huh. He's like, this Buzzsaw, I love them so much. They're a part of me, and now they're going to be a part of you. And I'm like, ooh.
Are you implying that some of these 80s action films had homoeroticism in them? Because I defy you to give me another example.
I mean, we did get that meaty shot of Schwarzenegger's thigh earlier, so fair point.
What's the fucking movie we did early on, Josh? The Van Damme.
Cyborg?
No, it wasn't Cyborg.
No, Universal Soldier.
Yeah.
One of the gayest films ever made.
And it came out later that the director was gay, and he said, yes, I made that to be a gay movie.
Non-derogatory. It is like, boy, this movie is very interested in the male form.
Mm-hmm. I think 80s movies in general, like before the straights caught on, these were like these tiny little seeds for all the like closeted people and like little gay boys who were going to grow up and they were going to see this and they were going to hold this close to their chests while they waited for a time when they could just openly be like, you know what? That is a nice thigh.
That's a nice inner thigh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's good shit. So
let's talk about Dynamo driving his tiny car.
Yeah. MCA screams. Arnie runs towards it. This is the point at which he drops like 5 catchphrases in 4 seconds. Where it's like, hey, Lighthead, hey, Christmas tree, bright guy, come on.
Weiss is also killed. He gets killed almost immediately after hacking.
Yeah, he got zapped by Dynamo immediately after the hacking. Then Dynamo gets defeated by Terrain.
Yeah.
He drives his little modified VW.
Poor decision making is what gets Dynamo
up too steep a hill, and it rolls over. And there we are.
And he gets another moment of this like weird undercover, like there's a good movie and there's a thoughtful movie in here. When he is vulnerable, he starts crying out, like, go to commercial, cut, come get me. Like, he doesn't understand him. Like, he's afraid and he knows that this guy's going to kill him. But there's kind of an implication that a lot of this, they have not faced someone who is actually dangerous to them, the stalkers.
They didn't think they were actually in danger.
Yeah.
Yes.
But fortunately, Arnold won't kill a defenseless human being, not even a sadistic scum like you.
Arnold fights by predator rules.
He does.
And
Ben Richards does.
We cut to the audience and also dancers, but the audience is like, kill him, kill him, kill him.
You son of a bitch, you should kill him.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Then we go back to where Buzzsaw was. I'm not sure why this sequence worked out this way, but we go back to the Buzzsaw area and we're like, oh yeah, Yaphet Kotto exists. And Yaphet Kotto's like, I got some travel plans. They were booked by Buzzsaw. I don't want to be the only asshole in heaven. Don't let me down.
He gets an actual death scene. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but he gets a death scene.
Yeah, he does. And he mentions at this point that there's some underground in Quadrant 4.
Why? No, I'm not going to bother to ask.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Then, like 2 seconds later, there is a private video call from Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
Yep.
On a drone. Hey, Arnold, you want to have a 3-year contract? You get a beach house, some cadre credit line. It'll be great. It'll
be hard to turn this down, honestly.
Yeah. Join us on the good guy team or whatever. And
become a stalker.
Yeah, and Arnold's like, no, I hate you, you suck. Basically.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to ram
my fist because I'm going to shove it down your stomach. And
I'm going to shove it down your stomach and break your spine.
I think a morning radio show that Josh and I used to listen to when we were working together back in the day used that a lot because that was very familiar to me when he said it. I think Johnny Dare used it a lot.
I think you are right. I don't... I'm not certain about the specifics, but yes. I definitely remember hearing that like 9,000 times.
Yeah.
It's a good line in isolation. I think this is one of those where it's hard for me to say because like this was a very popular movie in my house. I don't know how actually popular it was, how many other people really think about the old Schwarzenegger Running Man compared to say like your Predators, your I don't know, your other 80s action movies. But this one has a lot of those like little scenes or little quotes that are really easy to pull out and that you can hear in isolation and just be like, yeah, that's from some Arnie movie. It was cool.
Yeah. In my mind, this one is kind of second tier. Like it's upper second tier, but it's below, Terminator, Predator, Total Recall. It's more in the Commando area.
Yeah.
But it does have a lot of the little memorable bullshit.
It's in the True Lies tier.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I got a little dick, man.
Oh, God, that's such a good... True Lies that's a respectable tier to be in. I mean, honestly.
No, it's a great tier. Sleepers, like not as in the fourth thought of your mind, but great movies nonetheless.
Yeah. It's a solid piece.
But so from here, there's a lot of, I feel like we skip to a lot of like network stuff.
Yes.
While they're running through, we don't really follow Richards and Amber in their next like physical journey. No. They have one more stalker to get through.
Yes. So they, at this point, we cut to the locker room and we hear Fireball, suit up.
See, this is one thing that I've always liked about this movie is the way they would cut to Fireball occasionally and show him like getting, I don't know, he wasn't really stressed, but they did it with Jesse Ventura too. And you can see Jesse Ventura getting stressed that, if these guys keep dying, I'm going to have to go in.
Yeah.
And then I might be in danger.
And both of these guys, Fireball also seems like he's of an older set. Like maybe he's been on the show longer, that he's like kept in reserve for like a grand finale kind of situation. And that he and Ventura Captain Freedom, I guess, whatever. They both seem a lot more. They grasp the situation better than like your Dynamos.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we actually get a little bit of, it's not internal, but we get something related to character moments with those two characters as opposed to Buzzsaw, Dynamo, fucking.
It kind of makes you think that
Professor Ice Hockey.
It kind of makes you think that Fireball is going to have like a moment of humanity, but it never happens.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, when I don't think I mentioned this earlier, I don't think I have seen this movie since since at least the DVD era began.
Mm-hmm.
Like up until 4 days ago, and I was honestly expecting like, oh shit, man, is Jim Brown gonna do a hero turn here?
Yeah, it feels like they're building him up
because
to do that.
It does feel like they're kind of building to that, because he's like kind of. I mean, and it might be that Jim Brown was a cool guy. He was in some cool movies. He is not the best actor in the world. So it might be some of that.
It may also be another plot that they cut,
Yeah, easily could be. Apparently, D'Souza wrote a total of 17 or 15 different drafts of this film. Yeah, it's, I don't know. This thing had a kind of tortured production. Anyway, let's move on with the movie. So Fireball's gonna fucking show up, because a lady in the audience is like, "Who do you think?" Dawson's like, "Who do you think will make the next kill?" And a little old lady is like, "Ben Richards. That boy's one mean motherfucker."
That's
that
right.
fucking asshole son of a bitch. Fuckity fuck. Ben Richards is my guy. Oh, old lady's cursing.
Had this movie been made 10 years later, it would have 1000% been either Betty White or the grandmother from
The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding Singer. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That is exactly the reference I was going for. Yeah.
Betty White.
If it was at least perfect. If it was made after Lake Placid, it would have been Betty White for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dawson's like, "Oh shit."
Every time you say Dawson, I think of a different Dawson, Josh.
I know.
I know. You guys are Dawson's Creek people. That's weird. Killian. His name is right there. He does the Killian.
Oh,
he kills.
Shit. Oh my God, you just broke open this movie for me. Wait, is he the bad guy?
He is. I hate to break it to you this late in the recording, but that guy, he is the antagonist.
Oh, fuck. I've been reading this movie entirely wrong.
How is that possible? He's rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But he's the bad guy.
It's a sweet stretch Fiero or whatever the fuck that car is.
A Maserati Quattroporte. It's a four-door Maserati.
Sure.
And it has
the main thing we take away from the interlude with Fireball is, one, the crowd is turning against the show essentially and starting to root for Ben. We also see the people doing betting. They start betting for in favor. And then we also find out what happened to last season's winners.
Yes. There's a real fun bit about how MCA says, as they're going through these tunnels, "We should have taken a trip to Hawaii." Richard says, "I had the short foot, but you fucked it up."
That was maybe my favorite line of the fucking movie.
It's very funny.
But it also kind of feels like a real thing.
Plainly spoken.
Yeah.
Yes.
You fucked up that shirt.
For a moment, I'm like, was that in the script, or was that just Schwarzenegger being like, "Yeah, that was the plot of the movie, Amber," and then you fucked
very
it
well.
up.
I would totally believe that, because it's so perfectly not polished. Like, you fucked that shirt up I was wearing, remember?
I had the shirt for it. Yeah, it was. It goes Hildy. I can't do Schwarzenegger without it going Hildy.
Yeah, it's very funny. So they're going through a building or tunnels or something. It's impossible to tell because Glazer's not a great director, but the movie's fine.
I think they're in an old high school.
There's a locker
there's
room.
lockers everywhere
I can
and
tell you
shit. I
that. Some factories have those. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Anyway, yeah. So we, they can't find the underground, which is what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And then Fireball arrives. He's got a fucking jetpack and a horrible looking asbestos suit.
yeah.
And then MCA finds he drops down at the end of the hallway and is like, I've got a flamethrower, boom boom, and they scatter and run. And she finds she finds the corpses of the previous winners, who I read somewhere apparently they're like the totally wrong colors of uniform and names compared to what they had shown earlier in the film.
It's the same names, because I always remember. I always am like, I got to
the right names, but they're in the wrong color uniforms.
Yeah, they're in the wrong color uniforms, and also like the craziness of this fucking show. They didn't just fake that they were winners, which totally makes sense, right? From everything we've seen, wildly consistent. If we're gonna have a reveal, the reveal that nobody actually gets out alive, great reveal for this,
perfect.
Right?
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
But they just left their bodies in fucking lockers in like a random part of the arena?
Yeah, why not?
The rats will take care of it.
They didn't even cremate them or anything. They're just like bodies.
And we know they have a cremation guy on call. This is the dude.
Right? And they left
maybe they're
tags
taking care of it
on
right
these
now.
guys. They also left identifying information on these guys so that anybody who found these 3 bodies, which I cannot stress enough, are presumably from 3 different episodes of the show, all gathered together in a single locker room in a random building in the arena.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It makes perfect sense.
It's like,
what's the phrase we use around here? Don't worry about that, Kristen.
Don't worry about
it. I love it. I like playing the game of, obviously this was something they didn't think about, but if you did think about it and you wrote it that way on purpose, what does it say about the world?
Yeah, that is fun to do.
Yeah. So that's how I think about it.
Just give them like a middle finger to anybody who gets this far.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's staged for people who think they're about to win to discover right before they get torched.
Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense.
Sure.
Now you're not getting out of here.
I mean, if we're fully making up shit to make this a better movie, that's great.
I don't think
it's
that's
Josh.
Yeah, I don't think they wrote it that way. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to do it. That's great headcanon.
Yeah, sure. But the main point is these people are big, fat, bad, terrible liars. Nobody gets out alive. You cannot beat the system. The system will fuck you even if you think you're going to get out alive, and then they'll lie about it so that they can continue to get ratings and fuck the next guy.
And also the point is that Fireball can't be killed by normal fire.
Right. Yes, that's true.
Well, but he can get killed by explosions.
Yes. Arnold keeps throwing drums at him, because Arnold is basically like a Donkey Kong thing.
Yeah.
And then
Arnold's Mario in this?
And also there's a crate of road flares. Here. So then fucking
clearly
Fireball,
you've never been lost in an abandoned factory before.
Fireball just walks. Look,
or high school, whichever.
I am the biggest advocate of fucking road flares that I know.
Yeah.
I love those things.
I have seen you in
Josh,
the street advocating for them.
Do they explode?
Road flares on their own do not explode unless you place them in a pipe, then ignite them, screw the cap back on the pipe using an asbestos glove, and then run away very quickly. But
what about if you just cover a dude in accelerant, but then you toss one in front of him and it doesn't touch him, but it's just sitting in front of him? Will it explode then?
It will not explode, but the important thing is he will not burn because he is wearing an asbestos suit.
I would like to point out this is not the worst why did that explode question this movie has.
No.
Much bigger one is coming up.
Also true.
No, we're very much playing by action movie explosion rules. It explodes when the plot needs it to explode.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Fireball's about to kill Maria Conchita Alonso. Arnold drops from the ceiling because he's been hanging up there like a vampire bat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pulls some fucking tubes out of Fireball's backpack, and Fireball's like, "Oh shit, my gas!" And then Arnold runs away, and he catches on fire.
Yeah, he pulls the tube out, and Fireball, who again seemed like the elder statesman of this group of guys,
immediately just panics and lies there.
He's just immediately like a fucking turtle that got turned on its shell.
Well, honestly, these stalkers are not well thought out.
No.
Like, you got one guy who needs ice, or else he is immobile. You got a guy who's carrying a bomb on his back, and then you got another guy who, if it rains, is going to short circuit.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Buzzsaw, he has like prop buzzsaws strapped to his like knees.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Anyway, these guys are one like normal person trip away from just exploding themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
At this point, I think we need to interrogate the concept of the film. Are there only 4 normal stalkers? And if so, why is people requesting them getting prizes?
Yeah, I don't think you want to look too deeply into that.
Oh, okay. We'll just gloss over that.
Yeah, I feel like what we see is what we get on this one. Yes, there are 4 normal stalkers.
The show would definitely make more sense if they had like 10 or 12 of them.
Yeah, like a stable of them.
Yeah, you would think so, especially since there are 4 zones and they drop 2 of them into the second zone.
Right,
but,
yeah.
Whatever. Who cares? That's not important. Anyway.
I mean, it is also very clear, at least some of these guys don't think they're really in danger. So the kind of people they're putting through this whole Running Man thing, I don't think they're like 6 foot whatever fucking like half god children things that Arnold Schwarzenegger is. So
I would slightly push back against that, because Dawson was like, in a much earlier scene, Dawson was like, what's that guy, like 120? He'll never make it past the first zone.
That's fair.
So
it's
theoretically,
confusing. They're how this show has worked in the past.
Regardless, we now hear Captain Freedom to Wardrobe.
And he looks nervous.
And
he does.
Jesse Ventura is not happy about this. He is also not happy because there's too much shit on him.
Yeah.
There's too much shit on me.
And it's ridiculous. It looks like it's made of like plastic.
Very much so. It appears...
A robot uniform? I couldn't figure the freedom aspect. Once again, the concepts do not make sense.
It appears to be leftover props from the 1978 Battlestar Galactica TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Like this, it is stupid.
This is one of the few, I think, wardrobe misses. And like they hit on it looking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it does not have anything to do with being Captain Freedom.
Nope.
Which actually makes it consistent when you think about our ice hockey professor, Asian man.
It's true.
Okay. That's a good...
He's Captain Freedom, the robot.
Sure.
The robot guy who you just saw in the locker room in a sport coat, but now he has a plastic arm. Okay.
Honestly,
also,
he's
a certified forklift specialist.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love how he's upset about the stupid costume, and also that he claims there's some sort of like gladiatorial like nobility or whatever to this whole game.
Have a code.
Yeah.
I used to kill guys like him with my bare hands.
Like fucking stupid.
I'm a Navy SEAL.
Also, no, you didn't, Jesse Ventura. No, you didn't. Which one of you got by the Predator? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
He did get got by the Predator.
Yes, he certainly did. So, yeah, he basically says, I fucking quit. And then this is also the scene where Dawson yells at his bodyguard, Sven Ola Thorson, and says, steroids make you deaf or something? Because he's not doing something quick enough, which is going to come back in a while, and it's funny. We go back to MCA and Arnie, and they get trapped in like some fences. Bum, 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 bum. So obviously the game has turned against them.
Yes. Or has it?
or has it? Because apparently the underground is the ones who trapped them. They are also in the game zone and also near the transmitter by logical extension.
Makes perfect sense.
And they had no
Yeah.
idea this whole time, I guess.
Well,
Right?
they both are hiding in Quadrant 4 and also never looked at the way they figured out the transmitter was inside the arena zone is that all of the satellite dishes are pointed
Point to the center of the
inward.
arena zone. Yeah.
It was like a quarter mile away.
And
Sure.
the like needle part or whatever, the part that extends from the dish, right? Whatever you call that, that is lit up in like
That has a name.
green and green and red lights.
Hey, Christmas tree.
Yeah, which I think is funny that it's like, let's super duper advertise that where all these things are pointing.
Yeah, it's fine. It makes total sense.
But they needed a little laser, right? They needed a little neon light sort of thing, right? This is a cyberpunk adjacent or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not cyberpunk if there's no neon.
Exactly. And they checked that box.
And we cut
Sort
to
of.
the memorial dance,
Oh my god.
which is one of my favorite sequences in the film.
It's
a bunch of cheerleaders doing a somber.
Yeah.
Somber dance.
Yeah, it is 100% a thing that occurred on my TV screen.
Wearing
It is.
see-through glitter dresses.
Yeah, it's wild. We cut
And
to
they
the
have
production
like
room.
props. Don't they have like dance props, like a ball or something?
Yeah, it's in honor of those stalkers who have fallen.
Yep.
So we cut to the production room. Kurt Fuller hangs a hat on it and says, "This is what I hate: fucking third act problems."
Yeah. That's good line.
Then we see them deep faking a fight between Arnold and Captain Freedom.
Yes.
And Jesse Ventura stabs him, fucking pins him up against a wall, and he's dead. And everybody's very happy about this, I guess.
Yeah, if you've seen the picture, if you haven't seen this movie or don't remember this scene, and you've seen the still of Schwarzenegger like impaled on a wall of spikes, that is from this sequence.
That's this.
I heard a cut scene was Captain Freedom was like flying a plane over some protesters and dumping shit on them.
Sure.
They couldn't put that in because then the debate between is this movie subversive on purpose or on accident would tip in one direction.
Oh yeah, true.
Actually,
Well,
this scene was a big fighting point in terms of the studio and the writer and director.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, this was presented as, like, at about this point in the movie, as the movie ends. You see Arnold. We cut from the fireball fight and them getting trapped to this fight with Captain Freedom, where he kills them both. And this was the initial cut, and audiences were like, "What the fuck?"
Really?
Yeah.
That's really abrupt.
Yeah.
And then they show basically the rest of the movie. So audiences were like, "Oh shit, Arnold died?" And then they were confused when it turned out it was fake, even though they had spent so much time
telling you they fake things.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's okay.
The screenwriter said that it was something like 10% of the audience was confused about it, but the studio freaked out.
That seems about right. They kind of tried doing something like that in the 2025 one, and it doesn't land very well.
No, it does not.
In my opinion.
So it turns out actually MCA and Arnie ended up getting trapped by the fucking resistance, and that Amber had smuggled out the raw video of the Bakersfield massacre in her pussy.
It could have been in her bra. There's options.
I guess, okay. Or asshole. We don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say asshole. I mean,
She cheeked it the whole time.
Rat hold it?
It's very topical for me because I've been playing Arc Raiders, and in Arc Raiders, the whole point is you go up to the surface, you get stuff, you bring it back down, and if you get killed while you're on the surface, you don't get to bring your stuff back down. But you have one special safe place you can put one item, and it's called a safe pocket, but everybody across the game calls it your asshole.
I mean, we all know.
Yeah, we all know that it's the booty hole. In fact, somebody will give you something that's like booty this if they want you to put it in your safe pocket.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's implied that wherever she stored it, it's a sexy place.
Yeah,
of course,
certainly is.
And
it's either it's one of the three.
It's one of the three. But I would point out this is one of those little marks that is like, oh, she did that under her own power. She did that without the expectation of any of this other stuff happening. Like, she's got some brains up there. She was thinking. She had plans.
Yeah. And
if only it was true that revealing the evil operation did anything to sway public opinion.
Yeah. Well, that's where this is one of those, like, we used to be more hopeful.
Yeah.
Because the way that they handled this element in the 2025 version, I will say I was very fond of how they did it, but I also think my immediate thought was like, well, that ain't going to do shit. No one's going to change their opinions about the world based on this.
But you see, in this world, it turns out the broadcast is still going on for some reason, even though it's over.
Like, it's a 3-hour show, I guess.
They've been killed.
And,
well, they have to do the after show.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the thing.
Hosted by Chris Hardwick.
Yes, exactly.
Did you hyped for the next episode?
I literally called this a Talking Dead scenario.
Okay.
I was like, why in the fuck is this show still going on? Why are there still dancers and an audience and Richard Dawson? And then I was like, oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
They're doing the after show.
Now they just get all the cast to do a podcast about the show that you can download the next day.
Well, this movie did not foresee podcasts, so they didn't know that was going to happen.
It did not.
The true downfall of America.
So then the good guys do a fucking Max Headroom style broadcast intrusion.
Oh yeah,
Johnny Mnemonic style.
Yeah, with the real footage from Bakersfield, and it's all cut together real cool. And it's weird that it's kind of odd that the footage from Bakersfield still has all these close-ups, like wide shots and stuff.
Like it's shot from a movie, but
whatever. It doesn't matter. So then Arnold arrives in the broadcast studio with a bunch of troops. Maria Conchita Alonso is running down a hallway and finds Dynamo in his underwear.
This is another one of those, I bet there was a thing that got cut. Because she clearly, when they part ways, has like a part of the mission that she's specifically supposed to do. And since you just saw her be all like thoughtful and shit and capable, presumably it's something to do with a piece of knowledge she has about the building or the broadcast. But that doesn't happen.
I don't think I thought about it, but my brain just assumed she went to do the broadcast while the rest of them went to take out Dawson.
Well, that's what you think, but you see there's 3 groups, right? Yeah. There's the group that goes down onto the set to interact with Dawson, with Killian. There's the group that goes into the box, like where all the directorial staff, producing staff are.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
And that's where you get the iconic "Don't touch that dial," which is a reference to
old TVs.
Yeah, old TV. Yeah. Well, and not just old TV, but a marketing campaign in the 80s for one of the channels that was basically like, don't touch that dial, stay here and watch our shows, right?
Yeah.
And then she goes off on a third mission, but she gets ambushed or she randomly runs into Dynamo. But then later it's implied that her mission was to go get Dynamo.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
She does.
One thing is he gets wet and dies, not like a gremlin.
Yeah,
yes.
The important thing is she punches him in his nuts.
Yeah.
And then he gets zapped because apparently he's open ground and a fucking fire sprinkler goes off.
Because nobody in movies understands electricity and they adamantly refuse to Google it.
They really do.
Yeah, This is
as a human being who has gotten shocked a lot, like
many times,
like many times, it is always hilarious to see electricity in movies.
My favorite is that this is the animated electricity that's clearly like, guys, we know this really cool film trick of where you can see the electricity arcing.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah,
it's exactly the electricity gremlin from Gremlins 2.
Yup.
So anyway, he dies because he's trying to rape her.
Yep.
Gets what he deserves.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, he was trying to do before, but got interrupted.
Yeah,
so.
we missed it. I'm pretty sure he shocked her boobs in that scene before when he knocks her out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And when he shocks her boobs, his lightning is a different color than the other times.
It's like his sun lightning.
It's
like yellow light.
It's his sexy lightning.
It's his excited lighting.
But I guess if all these nut shots are on the table, boob zaps have to be on the table too.
That's true. No, this is like a weirdly like egalitarian movie. also, they didn't make the girl fight the girl.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't.
All right, Josh, wrap this up.
Okay, so
I was trying to think
there is literally. I think there might be
Lunar.
2 other women who have lines in the film.
She could have fought all the dancers.
Yeah,
that would have been fucking cool.
Yes, imagine the choreography on that fight.
I am pro this concept.
Right? But yeah, now we have to go back to
so Arnold
Dawson
and his troops kill all the guards. And Dawson's like trying to run away. And Sven Ole Thorsen is going to be the final henchman because he's like the huge bodyguard and he's right there. And he's going to save Richard Dawson from Arnold. And it's going to be a huge, giant fight. And then he says, when Richard Dawson says, like, beat him up or, kill Richard or whatever. He's like, sorry, can't hear you. Steroids must have made me deaf. And then like walks the fuck off. And it is very funny and a very good subversion of what this movie like seems like it ought to be.
Yes.
Yeah. Also satisfying to see his general assholishness have a comeuppance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He totally abandons Dawson. Dawson gets strapped into the fucking bobsled. And
gives a speech that I'm probably going to cold open this episode with.
Yeah,
nice,
that seems fair.
Nice.
And Arnie shoots him down in the fucking rocket bobsled, but there's no net at all. There's just a crash explosion.
And because you gotta have your really on the nose ironies, right? He crash explosions into his
his own billboard.
His own billboard.
Yeah. It's good shit. And then people in the streets
everybody
celebrate.
Claps. Literally everybody claps.
Yeah. An absolutely terrible song starts playing.
Yeah. That makes no sense.
It's less involved with the movie and with the concept of talent than Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now is with Mannequin 2.
Yeah, I think it's like the very first lyric is something about you can't run from this or something, and they're like, good enough for me.
And then there's like no pain, no gain at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Maria Conchita Alonso and Arnie kiss.
Yes, they do.
It's
his reward.
Yeah, we cut to the cityscape with a video billboard that says, please stand by.
The cityscapes really did look old school 80s cyberpunk.
They really were. Yeah. And that's the end of the movie. Guys, we did it.
Almost.
That's the whole thing.
Almost, John. There's a little bit more at the end of the credits.
There is a tiny bit, 1 minute and 40 seconds from the end of the film that maybe I'll say once we're ending this episode.
Okay. I am rushing us forward because we're running low on recording time.
Understandably.
Do you have box office numbers that you can give us really quickly?
Yes. This movie cost $30 million, which was pretty normal for that's a good size action movie at the time. Not hugely expensive.
I mean,
Anyway,
it's like nothing now.
Yeah, it's zero now. It ended up making $110 million, so good deal.
Yeah.
It opened at number 1 on November 17, 1987, or November 13, 1987. Okay. Number 2, Fatal Attraction. Good movie.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Number 3, Hello Again by the Walt Disney Corporation. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
It appears to have Shelley Long in it.
Okay.
Number 4, Baby Boom, which I think was a Diane Keaton vehicle.
Yeah. Sure.
Number 5, Suspect. And it is not coming up on my internet. Yeah, okay. Number 6, the first film that I give a shit about, Less Than Zero.
Remember that one?
Has James Spader, Robert Downey Jr., a great Danzig song on the soundtrack based on a Bret Easton Ellis novel.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 7, Like Father, Like Son. Never heard of it. Don't care. Number 8, Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
classic.
Dirty Dancing must have been in theaters for a while at that point then.
Yes, it was in its 12th week.
Okay, I was going to say, because that one hit pretty hard.
They stuck around a long time back in the day.
It was in its 12th week and still made $1.7 million. Like,
not bad.
Yeah. Number 9, another classic, The Princess Fucking Bride.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. It was in its 11th week, making $1.6 million. Then I'm going to skip over a bunch of shit to number 13, Robert Policeman, in its 26th week in theaters.
Holy shit. 26 weeks?
And it made $104,000 that week.
Wow.
God dang.
Nothing would stick around 26 weeks today.
No, I don't think that's possible. Yeah.
I mean,
is that 9 months?
That is literally half a year.
Wow.
That's the gestation of a child nearly.
I mean, like, I like going to the theater. I have to scramble to go see things sometimes because they're in and out so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy that it was that far in and still in theaters. So, yeah.
All right, we got to rate this bad mamma jamma before we skedaddle. So,
all right.
Just a reminder to Kristen, we have 5 categories. The first 4 are 1 to 10 scale. The last one is a 1 to 5 scale. It's a system that has been perfected and honed over time.
Bold of you to assume that I don't also need reminding.
This is a public service for all, really.
So, our first category is the story. What do we think of the story of The Running Man? It had its weaknesses in the storytelling, but overall, I think it's pretty solid. So
yeah,
it's an 8 for me. It's an 8 for me, and I'm including my headcanon moments that I don't think they thought of. But I think if you just watch it without if you just watch it and think about it, it's an 8 for me.
Like it is. This movie is, compared to almost everything that exists in films in 2025, this movie is extremely streamlined. There is absolutely deeply dumb shit like opera, hockey.
But that's all like bits. Yeah. Those are all like bits.
But that's not the story. Yeah, so I'm going to call this a shockingly, this is a 7 for me in terms of story.
Wow.
I was also thinking 7.
It fucking, it knows what it's doing and it gets it done with in an hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less time than we took to talk about it.
Yep.
We've mentioned this category a couple times, influence. I would have gone in not with a high number, but the Hunger Games cannot be denied in this situation.
Hunger Games, Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
I think it's an undercover text for Hunger Games. So this is getting into the 7 and 8 territory for me here too. I don't know that maybe 7, because I don't think people who get into Hunger Games are like, oh, it's like The Running Man. I think you have to
I think 7. Baby. 7 is exactly where I was going to go. Maybe for slightly different reasons. Like a lot of it's absolutely influential on that stuff, but also this is a very very prominent example of the dumb 80s one-liner thing.
Yes.
Which
absolutely
occurs so much.
Textbook.
Also, I feel like it's also really letting Arnold be Arnold, or like lean into that catchphrasy aspect of him, which would influence future Arnold movies, which would influence movies in general as well.
Yeah.
So I think 7's a pretty solid number here. The next category is prescience. How well did it predict the future?
Ooh.
This is always an
I hate
interesting category.
Well, they didn't know podcasts were coming, so I have to take a point off for that.
True. But if you guys have ever seen commercials or videos of Dana White's like slap fight show, I feel like that's just a hair off of being the Running Man at some point.
This is pretty. I think it actually is very prescient.
I think it's incredibly prescient.
It's getting into that 7-8 again for me.
Yeah, it's definitely in the irritating category in terms of prescience.
I'm happy to go 8. I might even go 8.5.
Yeah. And
I'll stick with 8.
I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's that sort of like weird, somehow they stumbled backwards into this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, life imitating art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to nail it with 7.5. So
fair. Kristen, what's your final number?
I'm gonna go with the 8. I think 8 on this one for me.
Our last 1 to 10 category is style. Can't say it doesn't have it, whether you agree with it or not.
Yeah.
I think this is also a 7 to 8 area. The iconic Running Man leotard, come on.
Here's the thing. I'm going to give it an 8.5 for the dancers. They get that 0.5 all on their own.
That's perfectly good justification.
That is entirely fair. I am going to swing a little lower. I think I'm going to give this a 6 because it is like it makes some really good choices, but it also makes some pretty fucking boring ones in terms of like the revolutionaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, they look like a Che Guevara poster mixed with like a punk.
Between the revolutionaries and like the audience, kind of what we see of the public.
Just 80s old people.
Oh, yeah. That's just 80s people.
All right, Josh, you dragged me down a little bit. I was going to go 8, but I think I'll go to 7.5 and split the difference between 2.
That's fair. I think still happy with my 8.5.
Yeah, that's not an unreasonable way to feel about it.
No, and the dancers do.
God, that fucking ponytail. Like I sent Eric a picture last night when I was redoing my notes watch of this one dancer who is silhouetted, who has a ponytail off the top of her head.
Yep.
It's about 18 inches probably.
Roughly. It's
straight up.
It's beautiful. You initially think, oh, that's her left arm on the other side of her body. No, it's a ponytail just going up and up and up.
You know what they say about the high ponytail? It's, the higher the ponytail, the closer to God. Like that's
what they say.
That's
I've heard
definitely
it before. I've seen it on t-shirts.
I definitely heard that when I had hair long enough to put in that ponytail. Yeah.
When you had a high ponytail?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Both Eric and I had hair down to like the middle of our backs.
We both rocked the high ponies in high school.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, we were long-haired metal boys.
Yeah.
Our last category is 1 to 5 hand raisers, which we insert for stars. So just a general, how much did you like it? I enjoyed The Running Man quite a lot. I'll lead off and give it a 3.75. Getting granular with it.
I'll give it the full 4.
Just a hair better than RoboCop 2.
I'll give it the full 4. Like I will wax poetic about this movie and be like, oh, it's a great movie. It's a perfect movie. Like I know it has flaws. But I think it hits the full 4 for me. It's a fun time. It's got all the prescience and style and shit we talked about. And it has glittery dancers.
I could probably give it a 4 too. I don't know why I bumped it. I docked it 0.25 because it probably deserves a 4, but I wrote it in pen, so it's staying.
Whatever.
Josh, what do you think?
3.5. Like it is so much better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Going into it, because like I said, I have not seen this movie since like DVD was a thing.
This
or
is
since
my-
before DVD was a thing. And
This
I
is like-
was kind of dreading it.
Really?
Really?
I thought, oh man, this is going to be absolute trash with some vaguely funny, I remember some vaguely funny bits. And it turns out that this is much smarter and much funnier than I even vaguely imagined.
Yeah.
Because
This is
I
my
really don't
wild
think I've seen
claim.
this since the mid 90s.
It's kind
at
of
the
memory hold in
latest.
a lot of ways. This is my wild claim about old Schwarzenegger and Stallone movies. As a kid who grew up with these and who they were like equal in our household, right? Maybe Arnie edged out Stallone just a tiny bit. But like looking back as an adult at their movies, particularly their sci-fi / dystopian movies, Stallone movies, when you go back and watch them, are fashy as shit. They're very authoritarian, and they are not really saying you shouldn't be authoritarian. They're just saying it sucks when the authoritarianism goes against the guy whose name is on the credits, right?
Yeah.
But Schwarzenegger movies are the opposite. They're pretty rebellious in a lot of ways, and they tend to say it's actually bad to be authoritarian, and you should dismantle authoritarian regimes.
Well, he's got firsthand experience or secondhand experience with Nazis, so it makes sense that he would be opposed to fascism. Also, the worst fascist person in all Stallone movies is the titular mom of "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot."
Yeah.
Sorry, it came to mind when she was speaking, and I had to get it out.
To do that.
It's hilarious.
The instant you said that, I saw the roadmap that led you to it, and I was like, yeah, there's no other logical conclusion.
Fair enough.
I apologize. All right, we have got to roll out. Kristen, please plug your stuff.
Yes. So we've referenced it a couple times, but I am part of the crew who does Astronomica. Is a podcast that is an actual play of Stars Without Number. We like to call ourselves, you've heard of Murder Hobos? We are Revolution Hobos. And we actually just started sort of a new leg of our journey.
Yeah.
It's the same crew, but we have a whole new mission in the universe. We're trying to get our act together and do shit professionally and not always, accidentally revolution things. We want to intentionally revolution things is our
Be more intentional with the revolution.
plan for the new leg of our journey. Other than that, I don't know. I want to plug handcrafts. Make shit with your hands. Learn a new skill. Make pottery, knit, crochet. It's fun. It's good for your brain, and you can make really cool shit for your home and your friends, and just feel good about making things.
I agree. I second that. I am an occasional woodworker and enjoy it quite a bit, even though my stuff looks like trash. But it will usually function how I intend it to.
I mean, hey, that's pretty solid for woodworking.
Yeah, it is.
And I will go ahead and plug the Astronomica Discord. Go to astronomicapodcast.com, join the uninspiring Discord, and interact with Kristen and me and Eric too. But, we're just the squatters in
Yes,
in the
you guys
corner,
have your own channel.
which is now mentioned in the fucking Astronomica intro. I was shocked at that.
That's true.
Outro?
It's the
Or
outro.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on if you listen to it backwards, it could be the intro.
Good point.
definitely listen to it backwards. There are messages that I put in there as the editor, and whatever you hear, as long as it's not encouraging you to do violence, it's intentional. It's totally there on purpose.
Kristen is exactly Judas Priest, is what we're learning.
That's what they say.
It's famous.
It's been
Okay,
said.
I am being told by Libsyn that we have to get off this call. So
yes.
thank you, Kristen, for doing this and for talking about Running Man for 4 hours. I appreciate it. I always appreciate our guests.
Well, thank
Are
you
willing
guys.
to come up with our large format.
Thank you guys for having me on. I am excited to be your
Televised murder.
televised murder correspondent. I'm looking forward to doing Running Man 2025, where I shit all over it and say it's a terrible movie. It's not a terrible movie. It's just not as good as this.
We'll set that up. I want to do it pretty soon.
Yeah. Yes.
So we'll get in touch with you about that. So, all right, everybody. Josh, you do your thing.
High Tech Low Life has been brought to you by Breakaway Paramilitary Uniforms, Ortopure Procreation Pill, and Cadre Cola. It hits the spot. Promotional considerations paid for by Kelton Flamethrowers, Wainwright Electrical Launchers, and Hammond Gauge Chainsaws. Damon Killian's Wardrobe by Chez Antoine, 19th century craftsmanship for the 21st century man. Cadre Trooper and Studio Guard sidearms provided by Colchester, the Pistol of Patriots. Remember, tickets for the ICS Studio Tour are always available for Class A citizens in good standing. If you'd like to be a contestant on High Tech Low Life, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to ICS Talent Hunt, care of your local affiliate, and then go out and do something really despicable. I'm Josh. Good night and take care.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been the High Tech Low Life podcast. Find us on Blue Sky at High Tech Low Life. Email us at hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com and find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Theme music by Nihilor at nihilor.com. Thank you for listening.
Keep it moving. Come on, what are you waiting on? Let's go.
They're trashing our rights, man! They're trashing the fluid data! They're trashing! Trashing! Trashing!
Everybody on.
Hide the planet!